I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see.
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God!
Is this the liberals? Are they just mad at me? Won in a landslide, 47 I had to be. Don't mess with ice. Walk up on those guys and see. Just have your papers done it and signed for lease. It's really easy, not very hard. Hinted screen and a card. Anyone can stay here. Just come in the right way. Police for me. Just come here the right way. It's all I'm really asking. Tell him, Nikki.
I see a little Donnie Lemon got in trouble. Gotta move.
Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up! Hey, hello? Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up!
All right. Well, this is new. Good morning, everybody. I'm Iron Oxide. This is my new morning show, Morning Iron, and I hope you enjoyed the intro. It's still kind of a work in progress. Usually takes about 2 to 3 episodes to kind of pick up on the vibe and figure out all of that shit and go forward from there. Man, 6:30 and doing this solo for the first time. Let's say hi to the chat, see who's hanging out. Oh, I'll do that in just a second. Oh my God. All right. Let's see who all we got here. First one in, David D. What's going on, David D? Hardest working member of the Burger Crew over there at Mr. Burger's channel. You should go all subscribe if you're not already. We got Professor Savage Dad. What's going on? He has one. Oh my God. Professor Savage Dad, like 3 in a row before I even got started. He'll be 10 minutes late, taking 38 seconds. Okay, that was good. That's funny. 38 seconds. You're so generous. Good precursor to Crowder. Wrap up by 9 and dump into his show on Rumble, I would say. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if I'm going to go that long today. Because that would be about 9 my time. It's 6:45 now. And I was thinking about just maybe an hour. Just at first. Maybe after I've done this 2 or 3 shows in a row. That would be a good thing to do going forward. Let's see. Strider's here. Who needs coffee? Exactly. But Iron does need coffee. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Let's see. Scrape Queen Selena, I just saw you this morning, honey. How you doing? Yeah, I liked what I wrote better. The title of the show, Morningwood, hard news before you've had coffee, wake up, strap in, the facts are rigid. But yours is a little more just straightforward. Hard dicks! It's 7:30, yeah! Fuck. And I think we're all kind of, hey, Ronald Skinburns here. What's up? Good to see you, man. All right. So, in case you missed the X announcement or I didn't post it over last week, was kind of thrust into doing YouTube full time by no choice of my own. So the way I'm looking at it right now, while I do search for new employment, I might as well stay on schedule. So I would normally be up by about 5:30 and then be at work by 6. So yeah, I'll do a stream at 6:30. You know, just don't want to be totally crazy, start at like 5 or anything, at least not yet. And I don't know if anybody would be up that early, except Gal is. Good Lord. What's wrong? Oh, you guys have jobs. That's why you're up. Fuck. But yeah, I just figured I'd stay on schedules because that's the worst thing. Anybody who's lost their job before, it's real easy to turn into a fucking bum fast. Like, because you get that kind of like, what do I do now? I'm gonna just sleep, and then you just stop doing everything, and yeah. Oh God, you're an hour ahead of me too. Oh, you're an hour ahead of me, so it's ahead of me. So that'd make it later there. I'm retarded this early, so I'm surprised I didn't. They had me working in the morning. I'm surprised I didn't lose my job sooner. Wait, you're in Mountain Time, I think. That fucking weird time zone that nobody even considers is real. What time is it in Mountain Time? It's in Mountain Time. Oh, it's 7:46. Yeah, you're an hour ahead, so it's a little later for you. So you're lucky. Mr. Burger is here. Good morning. God's time, thanks. How often do you hear, even like in TV shows, do they even mention that? It's always like, this time 7 Central or 6 Pacific or Eastern. They never even consider Mountain Time. People in Mountain Time shouldn't even consider Mountain. Why is it a thing? Just another time zone to remember? Jesus fucking Christ. You might as well be in Canada. Nobody counts them either. Oh, God. So I'm still just kind of trying to figure out the concept of the show. I've never done a solo stream. I prefer working off of other people and having a conversation. I've seen other people do the solo thing. Pretty much all the other streamers do. And fucking Theos does it. So God, how hard can it be? So might as well give it a try. But just get into some of the topics, figuring out what's going on. A lot of fucking news. So there's no shortage of stuff to talk about. We got everything going on in Minneapolis, and that's what a lot of the shows have been focusing on. Last night we did an emergency Ironcast, talked about some of the indoctrination of some of the kids in the public schools, the totally organic walkouts that are in no way endorsed by the school district. Talked about some of those, even some of the little mini communist training camps, otherwise known as elementary school. In fact, I might just take a look at one of those real quick. But then we've also got all the stuff with the PDF files that have dropped. That one's a little sticky, though. God, poor choice of words. Mainly because there's so much stuff in it, and some of it will get confirmed, some of it won't. Some people are purposely posting bullshit, or people are jumping on stuff before they finish reading it to realize, kind of discern what's fact and what's not, which is kind of crazy because it's so bad you don't need to make shit up to make it any worse. Let's see what we can do here. Pull up my I spent so long last night on the thumbnail and everything else. I didn't even do any actual show prep. I'm like, oh, just wing it. But I am proud of the thumbnail. Let me go ahead and I'm going to pull myself off real quick just so you can take a good long look at that mess. See what I mean? So AI is great when you need a thumbnail and 30 minutes, because I started doing this. I started getting this all set up last night around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So I had to get everything quick and back and forth with I want to say Chat GPT describing what I wanted for the thumbnail, the title of the show, and it came out perfect, like exactly what I had up here. So let's see who else here. Hey, Matt motherfucking Barr, what is up? Good morning, man. Good to see you. All right. And what'd you say, Gal? Nikki going crazy on Twix is hilarious because the Grammys. Oh, yeah, that's what we could go into. Just couldn't help themselves and attack her. No, they couldn't. Yeah, let me pull that up. I think I already got it. Selena sends me so much stuff. It's got to be in here somewhere. Let's see. Don Lemon gets standing ovation. Nicki Minaj. But here we go. All right. Bear with me, folks, while I find this here real quick. Okay, now I'm officially lurking. All right. We have a good day, gal. The Grammy was a room filled with 95% PDF files. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of these award shows anymore because all they are is a big fucking hand job fest for Hollywood and the elites and everybody else. It has nothing to do with the general public anymore. It's just about them and their gratification. None of the things or people that win awards are things the general audience cares about. It's been that way for a long time now. Yeah, it's just a complete circle jerk, dude. Yo, Toasty, what's up? Jelly Roll's Grammy speech was the only thing worth watching. Yeah, didn't they like cut him off or something? So I'm gonna look into that too here. But I want to start with who's that fucking nobody former Daily Show guy who was there for like a few years. I mean, they had to fucking roll Jon Stewart's ass back out just to save that show, but it'll still never be what it was. Because they can't help themselves. People used to get their legitimate news from the Daily Show the back in the day, and that was with Jon Stewart. Yeah, they took pretty fair digs at the right and the left at the time, and yeah, now it's just exactly what you would think it was. It's just Trump bad, Trump wrong, all the time, no matter what. All right, Nicki Minaj. Let's find Trevor Noah. That's the dick's name. Trevor Noah. All right. Here it is. We got it from Benny Johnson. So I'm going to bring that up. Yep. Hold on. Help if I share my screen first. All right. Audio's up. I know of this, but I haven't watched it yet. This is the first.
John Legend, Billie Eilish, Phineas, Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here. She is still at the White House with Donald Trump.
Okay. He's proud of this. Well, he's got fucking John Legend and Chrissy Teigen back here after all the fucking bullshit with them over the years. I know it would be hard to stand next to somebody who didn't have a scandal like that, but that just makes it even better. Fuck it. And you got fucking creepy ass. It looks like what's his name? The Fly in Jurassic Park. I think that's him. And some shit's come out about him recently too.
Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nikki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nikki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby. Jennifer Hudson is in the house. John Legend, Billie Eilish, Phineas, Nicki Minaj is...
Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, there are like these pictures of him with like these. Now they don't look underage, so it's not that big a deal. I don't think, unless they are underage. But he's got like his hand on some chick's neck. Just a little. He just looks creepy. Just creepy as fuck. Not gonna lie, I love a good Trump impression, but Trevor's was just lame. Yeah, it didn't really even sound like Trump. Well, that's the number one thing about the differences between the right and the left is we like when you make fun of the right, like, and we like no with JD Vance and the memes. Nobody can meme JD Vance better than the people that love him the most. So they'll never win the meme war. It's impossible. And like there's no such thing as good leftist comedy. There's either completely apolitical comedy or comedy that's right leaning, but really hyper left leaning comedy is non-existent. They may think it exists, but no, it just doesn't exist at all. All right. Now I want to go to Nicki Minaj talking about the Grammys because she's been going fucking nuts here. Thing here. Okay, so this was it's already got 3.4 million views. As they do the ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned and put to shame. Watch. Stop fucking around. And we got all Scott Pressler here. I don't gotta talk. The Lord defends me. Okay, that's really long. Oh wait, is it part of her? I guess it's a song thing. I'm gonna be honest. Aside from like the radio hits that I know I've heard, if I hear them, I don't own any of Nicki Minaj's music, and just not really my thing. But I'm not opposed to it. But yeah, I wouldn't know any of her songs right off the top of my head. It's more chick music. Like when I bartended, if I heard somebody put her on the juke, it was always a group of chicks, and then they'd be drunk and annoying and dancing or something. They put on her stuff, but it wasn't something I couldn't tolerate. Special Officer Doofy. Am I following this guy? I think so. Yeah. Cardi B and Chrissy Teigen are not happy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to her, see what else she posted, because she's put some bangers on here. I don't know what the lore behind the Chucky posts are. I think they're hilarious. I just don't know what it's about. So if anybody knows why they keep she keeps doing this, they could fill me in. I'd appreciate it. I think it's funny. I just don't understand. Let's see. That's from 10 hours ago. She's talking about voter ID 10 hours ago. That's great. What sensible, forward-thinking, cutting-edge leading nation is having a debate on whether or not there should be voter ID? Like, they're actually fighting not to have people present ID while voting for your leaders. Do you get it? Do you get it now? That's got to turn my fan on. It's hot as fuck already in here. The only reason, and everybody knows this, especially them, the only reason you would be opposed to any kind of voter security, including voter ID, is you want to cheat. Dusty, Mountain Time doesn't even matter. No, it doesn't. You're all with me on that. Nikki getting red pilled. I wonder how long she was before she came forward, because like it was just kind of a shock to everybody. Like everybody had a little bit of a suspicion that she was based, but then she just came out full force, and she's just been going fucking ham ever since. And it's great. I wish more of them would do it, man. But then they see it, too many celebrities that aren't coming forward. They still think it's like 2012 through 2018 or 2020 when people were still getting canceled just for not being full blown leftists. That shit sailed. That pendulum's swung, and Hollywood's not even going to be a thing for much longer. We're going to see more independent stuff coming out in every way. That's not just Hollywood, just music industry. So films, it's all it's all changing. People are sick of it. But all right. What the fuck? Yeah, Jay-Z's got some splaining to do, because everyone else is just kind of ignoring the PDF files that come out. He took off. Like here, let me pull this down. I'm going to look up Jay-Z. I'm pretty sure he left the country. Jay-Z fled the country. Wow, that's the first thing that pops up in the search. The music industry is filled with almost more rapists. Didn't Chrissy Teigen? She was publicly posting some creepy shit about kids and like what, you know. Yeah, dude. If you go back and look at her old posts, and the internet's forever, she scrubbed them, but they're still out there. Like she just says some really fucking creepy shit, like worse than what James Gunn considered, was doing back in the day, which is still like, yeah, we still give fucking James Gunn properties that are, while adults enjoy them, are mainly targeted at children. Yeah, let's make him make the new Superman movie. And some of the fucking shit he said, but he got a pass because everybody loves Guardians of the Galaxy. So, dude, Jay-Z and Beyonce straight up effed 8 babies. Yeah, dude. I didn't really give a shit about Beyonce or Jay-Z for a while, but some shit started coming out, and like there was some viral TikTok videos. The people exposing was surprisingly was these black TikTokers that are just like, yeah, no, they straight up Satanists. Here's the proof. I'm like, oh fuck, they are. It's, you sit there crying, getting blessed by this famous female witch Satanist and shit. Okay, so here it is. Jay-Z fled the US. Gates deactivated the comment function on X. Liars game, Team Elon wins. So let's see. This is in response to this. So I talked to my friend who relies completely on European mainstream media for news. We discussed the recent PDF, the Epstein files. I can say Epstein on YouTube. She stated so horrible what Trump did to those girls, and Elon Musk was friends with Epstein. That's the thing that's fucking driving me crazy. No matter how much stuff comes out about everybody else, they are going to just fucking laser beam in on the Trump and Elon stuff, which is pretty much all bullshit. I explained that these claims are false. Then I asked if Bill Gates was mentioned. She said no and added that Gates is a great man based on everything she has read from the news. Gates is the one with personal emails back and forth between himself and Jeffrey Epstein. Trump is mentioned by a informant or witness that later they already considered unreliable due to mental health reasons, and then the same person later completely changed the story, admitted it was all made up. But it's also stuff we've known about this whole time, so that part is not new information. And I think with Elon Musk, he was just mentioned, and something about him either wanting to go to the island to be part of the cool kids club at the time, or them asking him to go to the island and him turning it down. It's one or the other, and I don't remember which one. BS Warren is fucking here, though. What up, BS Warren? All right. European mainstream media constantly portrays Elon Musk and Donald Trump in a bad light. That's true. I think the European media is worse than ours, and that's saying a lot. Saying things like Trump wants Greenland for himself. Yeah, he's just going to own Greenland, like personally. And they talk for hours on TV about how dangerous Trump could be. And my friend said they always discuss Trump negatively on the evening news. Of course they do. And Europe is controlled by the EU, which is controlled by that fucking female Bond villain who's not even an elected person. She's just installed there. Nobody voted for her. So, yeah, I don't care about what you say. This kind of coverage encourages people to believe lies, lose sleep, and distort their grip on reality. That's the point. It's brainwashing and it's evil. That's also the point. All right. Pull this off here. All right. If you guys just hang tight for a second, I'll pull up the next topic. Well, we'll probably go ahead and stay on this Epstein stuff. There's just so much of it. And again, I don't want to go into anything that isn't 100% confirmed. Let me go ahead, and I got something I got to send out real quick because I got a few messages while I was talking there. All right, follow up on a few things here. Oh, I've gotten three more messages regarding with links to the Epstein stuff. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Yeah, I was talking real quick. Just last thing I'll say about Nicki Minaj for a moment. There are a bunch of viral videos that are fucking great of these old, like, kind of like dive bars or honky tonks, like in the Midwest, probably, you know, anywhere. Could be Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, those kind of states. And if you've lived in those kind of states, or you do currently, and you know those divey bars that are primarily I would say the youngest people in those bars are probably in their early to late 30s through, you know, 50s, 60s, very blue collar, you know, bikers, truck drivers, that kind of thing. Great place. I used to work at one for years. So there's videos from them there. It's actually the dudes playing Nicki Minaj. One old guy, big old fucking 50, 60-year-old trucker white dude with a Nicki Minaj shirt, like, yeah, I love her. They're just getting down. One thing I say, like I was saying earlier, man, their wives and girlfriends fucking love Nicki Minaj. And now these old guys can just finally go ahead and admit that they love her too, and that's great. Let's pull this up here. Hey, yo, and I got a message from Sammy Threepeat saying he might want to drop in. Sammy, I sent you a link, so if you're around. Strider, gotta go meeting, but I'll be back. Hey, yeah, dude, thanks for hanging out. We'll be here. Probably push through about an hour. Like I said, this is my first solo stream, so I got to get used to this shit. Professor, the Elon stuff has been proven to be AI fakes that they inserted into the drops. I didn't know that. Holy shit. They aren't even on the DOJ website. They're fake stuff. All of this stuff about Trump was reported in 2016, and it was all debunked because it was actually followed up on, and most of it ended up being falsehoods perpetrated by one particular individual. Yeah. Again, that's the thing. It's all shit we already knew. There's nothing really new directly about Trump and him doing any kind of activities. Now, there is some stuff about Trump that even Trump himself has talked about, including Jeffrey Epstein and this journalist known, I want to say his name's Michael Wolff, and that could have pretty serious consequences. So I'll pull up Trump's comment on that. So yeah, there's so much Epstein. You've got content for months, years, maybe. I think it's really important that everybody that has a channel and goes into these kind of topics talk about it constantly, because there's so much information. Got to weed out the bullshit, and don't want it to just get memory hold, because that's something they would like nothing more. All right. This one has hurt me for a long time, because I was a big fan of Robert De Niro's work. Anything he did with Scorsese was normally fucking brilliant. Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies of all time. But my God, is he a fucking retarded queer? New Epstein files bombshell Jane Fonda and Robert De Niro in emails. Jane Fonda never fucking gave a shit about. Toasty, what you got to say? Whoop, where is it? Nicki Minaj is bad bitches music. Yeah, dude, those girls would go fucking crazy when they start playing their shit at the bar back in the day. All right, two of the biggest Trump haters appear to be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. That's not surprising. These emails detail planned handouts with Jeffrey Epstein. I wonder if they meant to say hangouts. Jeffrey Epstein, Jane Fonda, Robert De Niro, and Peggy Siegel. I don't know who Peggy Siegel is. I'll have to look into that. They had a 100% Jew night. What the fuck? 100. Oh, God. What do you call it that? Media elite, and once the money is paid. Oh, man. Oh, speaking of 100% Jew nights, we got 73 Pete here. You're muted, bud. Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you. Dude, good morning. How's it going? bud?
Morning. Oh, just living life. Living the dream. How are you? Oh, you're going through the Epstein stuff, all right?
Yeah, man. There's just so fucking much of it, dude. Let's see. Let's see if I can make this bigger here. Nope. Everything I do doesn't do shit. That's great. What I do want to go into, I'm gonna have to pull up YouTube for this. Let me go ahead and pull this off here. I want to get to Trump's comments on some of this Epstein stuff, in particular the Michael Wolff stuff. So let's see. Damn, Benny Johnson's already live talking about it too. But I'm gonna go to his channel because he had the first thing I saw about this. Let's see here.
Yeah, I was gonna spend most of the day like jumping in all this stuff because I didn't get a chance to look at any of it over the weekend.
Yeah, same. And I wanted to do a little more research type of stuff before I started digging into it, but it's like it's coming out so fast you can't keep up. You're like, you read something and 5 new things come out and like, wait, who's implicated now? What else? Who?
Yeah. Did you see that picture of Stephen Hawking?
The one with the chicks on each side of him?
Yeah, and he like holding up a drink for him and shit. And I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. Nope. He's not assaulting anybody without assistance. So
yeah, that's insane. It was
like, how's he gonna chase a girl? She's gonna like, no, get away from me, and then stop and give him a chance to like, wait, get back here, bitch.
Keep your mouth shut or else.
Oh, dude, I always go to that old episode of Family Guy. Stephen Hawking's having rough sex with his wife, who's just a female version of Stephen Hawking's.
Yeah.
No, don't stop. Ow, you are hurting me. But there's apparently supposedly a lot of linking the shit on Epstein Island too, some Israeli activity. That doesn't surprise me. We always knew that there were this whole thing is heavily involved by the government. There's no way it would have lasted as long and gotten to so many of the right people if it wasn't a full-blown government operation. So I've never, a lot of the crazy Jewspiracies are just that, but I'm not going to sit here and say Israel had nothing to do with it because that would be a fucking lie. Just like to say our country had the CIA didn't have anything to do with it. Fuck yeah, dude. The whole thing.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's a honeypot.
Say the line. He was on our radar.
Right. Every fucking time. All right.
It's maddening.
All right, get him the hell out of here, will you, please?
Me?
Get him out of here. Throw him out.
Just hanging around.
Get him the hell out of here. Get him out of here. Get out. Get him out of here. And you'll read about him tomorrow.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Libs got played again as President Trump is now going scorched earth, promising to sue everybody who lied about him and the Epstein files, saying that he is going to bring billions of dollars of lawsuits against those who said that Donald Trump did anything wrong. And with the release of billions of documents and photos, videos.
Yeah, 100%.
You had these limey bastards like, oh, he can't sue the BBC. And I was like, yeah, he can.
The fuck he can't.
Yeah. And he should.
Dude. Yeah, I mean, can we just reverse fucking colonize Britain already? This is fucking getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some of them which are really damning and will probably end the careers of many people. We hope it has to happen. Donald Trump is just not one of them. That's just the reality. It's just not one of them. And we have said for a very long time on this channel, well, wait a second. If the libs who are in control of the deep state had access to photos and videos that implicate Donald Trump in horrific crimes, they could have ended.
That's 100% true. The Biden administration had the Epstein files the whole time he was in office. They had access to everything.
Yeah, and
that was while they're raiding Mar-a-Lago, they're giving him 97 indictments. If he had that shit,
it would have been over
within a week of him taking office. It would have all been released.
Okay, they resorted to fabricating things. Of course, if they had something substantial, they would use it.
Yeah, let's see. Who else we got? Janine. Why is shit so crazy? Welcome to the new reality, the new normal. I mean, we got fucking elementary schools are being converted into just straightforward communist mini revolutionary training camps. They're fucking arts and crafts. They're making their protest signs. That's in elementary school. They're getting them young. I've said this a few times. Like if you look back at the Civil War, the one from back in the day, the normal people on both sides were in denial for years that it was even happening. These just little skirmishes and things, that little scuffles that just kept happening all over the country. They just kept saying, oh, well, it'll straighten itself out here. And, they didn't consider it a civil war. It's later on when they, in the history books, when did the Civil War start? It was at that time period. And I think that's where we are. So in 100 years from now, they will probably say that the second Civil War, the one that was fought mostly with information and shit, and started in like maybe just after COVID.
Yeah,
Professor, two members of the league of laid off gentlemen. Oh yeah, that's actually good. Motherfucker, get in here. You joined the party.
Yeah, come on, man.
Whoa. Gonna talk shit when you're the founder and chief of the club, motherfucker.
Sure. Hey, I go back to work on Monday. Kiss my ass.
We got Real Way Nation Gaming. Wait, what? You started a new show? Yeah, I'm going full time, baby. At least for now. And I have to I gotta keep on schedule. I can't turn into a bum. So Janine, I
figured I'd help. I'm not even monetized, so I might as well help my buddy make money.
There you go. Always welcome on, man. All right, let's get back to this.
Trump's career like that. You're telling me that they opted for trying to shoot the guy in Butler, raid his house, put him in prison for 400 years? They opted for impeachments instead of that.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. They tried to have him fucking shot before they released the non-existent Epstein stuff.
They also realize that insinuating these things are just as effective, even though they don't have to prove any of it. Eventually the chickens come to roost. But the thing is, now that stuff is out there, so it could be like Donald Trump came in a helicopter and saved every kid off that island. They're still going to call him a pedo. It doesn't matter. It fits their argument. They were always looking for a reason not to like him. I mean, and don't get me wrong, he's a sleazebag, but he's just not into kids, he's had eight wives.
He's the fun. Yeah, he's the fun kind of sleazebag.
Yeah, he's the cigar shopping. He just wants to go to like boxing matches with two beautiful women on his arm, like.
You say sleazebag, I think it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it goes to Hawaiian Tropic beauty contest, fucking goes to UFC fight.
He said some sleazy things. Like, there's no, the whole grab him. Like he did say that, but like they took it out of context. But like also, it's locker room talk. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the guy's been in the zone for like 50 years. Okay, like what are you gonna do?
We get Prof the link here real quick. There he is. It's hard to find Professor Savage Dad on X because he's had like 19 different accounts.
Yes.
All right, dude. I sent you the link. Back to this.
That instead of just releasing the Epstein files, it's crazy, man. It defies logic, but well, these are not logical people that we're dealing with. President Trump saying on his plane that he plans on filing billions of dollars worth of lawsuits against a man named Michael Wolff to start with. Michael Wolff is this scumbag author. He looks like this.
Oh my God. I've never seen that guy, what he actually looks. I know of him, but I've never seen him.
He looks like a legit Bond villain.
Yeah. He's got that herp lip right there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
He looks like bald Fred Armisen.
Oh, shit. He does. Oh, fuck. I can't unsee that now. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I wonder. One thing you were saying a second ago, they don't care about what the truth is. They just keep repeating the lie and just hope that overwhelms the truth. Mm-hmm. That's been the method that has worked for them for decades and decades and decades. Yeah. And now it's not working anymore because there's so much legacy media is dying, mm-hmm. and they can't fucking contain the internet. Like,
no. Well, they had a lock on it for a second.
They did. Yep. And then fucking Elon Musk just snatched that shit away from him. If it weren't for fucking X being freed, they would have it on lock, because then only people would have to go to fucking random message boards. And remember, they were shutting all the shit down after 2020. There was that little kind of bullshitty up and coming mini right-wing version of X that they shut down immediately. Uh-huh. Rumble's still, I love Rumble just fine, but it's still just not the main platform for the normies. But getting X and putting a little bit of attention on how biased TikTok is, that just kind of changed the game.
Yeah.
Fucking Fred Armisen.
It's a communist tactic, like it was like they'll just repeat it over and over and over again until just the people just believe that misinformation over time. Like it's not it's not shocking. It's not right, but they don't care about right and wrong. They care about winning.
Yeah. No, I think there is that communist quote too, that if you repeat the lie enough times, it'll become the truth. Good morning.
Morning. I would like to say that I am not the first person I knew. I was making that joke because I'd said before how odd these times are that we are in. I've never known this many people. Like I know enough people you could fill StreamYard that have lost a job within the last fucking 6 to 12 months. It's just weird, dude. But yeah. Morning, gentlemen. And yeah, that guy looks like he looks like a Bond villain that contracted AIDS before the end of the movie.
It's funny. This is a professional headshot, and he's got that herp lip right there.
Yeah,
they gave him no makeup. They made him pinker. Like seriously. Like I thought Strider was pink. This guy's this guy's medium. This guy's basically medium steak right now.
He's a baby whale.
Look.
Or baby dolphin.
Oh man.
I remember from Trump term 1. He writes a couple books here and there, and he was close with Epstein. In fact, apparently he has the last known message from Jeffrey Epstein saying he's still hanging around in his prison cell. What does that mean? Did he know what was going to happen to him? Not sure.
Oh,
that was the last message.
He said he was still hanging around. Holy shit.
That doesn't even sound like it was sent from Epstein. That was sent from Hillary Clinton's guy in the cell.
Yeah. I'm starting to lean toward the new conspiracy theory that he's not even
that he's not dead. I mean, in all honesty, it's the only other thing that makes sense. I mean, if they put a body in, nobody saw it. Didn't they cremate the body like that too? Like I thought he was.
They did.
Oh, dude, it was so quick.
Yeah. So yes, one of two things happened: they murdered him, and especially with a quick cremation. Yeah, I think it's entirely plausible that they just got him the fuck out. That was his, like when it finally comes down, this is, we'll get you out of wherever, and he's wherever the fuck, Biggie and Biggie went off to after all that shit went down. Biggie and Tupac, he's hanging out with them. They're molesting kids on some island somewhere. Nobody will ever see him again.
Yeah, he's just walking around and like a big mustache. He's like, "Hi, I'm Freffrey Bepstein. Nice to meet you."
Yeah, just like a comedically bad design.
Yeah.
Before he died, says Michael Wolff. Now, Michael Wolff is all over the Epstein files that were released, and what you can see in these emails with Michael Wolff, and that's like,
Toasty, you're probably right. They would be in Cuba, living it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
really glad that they exist, actually, is that Michael Wolff was plotting with Jeffrey Epstein how to take down Donald Trump. This was the goal of Michael Wolff, was how to destroy Trump's presidency. And they had a plot in there that said, wait a second, how about this? We just come out with the fact that you're such close friends with Trump, and you're so close with him because you and him have had dinners before, or like in the late 90s, you were like going to parties together. We'll just come out with that. And because you're such a scumbag, because you're a predator, because you.
And that's a thing that just doesn't even amount to anything is, oh my God, he was associated with Jeffrey Epstein, like with Trump. Fucking everybody was.
Well, that's
and
another
how
thing.
did this guy get to absolutely everyone?
They played it on both sides too. So there was like, oh, he was such good friends with him, like he must be a piece of shit. Oh, it turns out Jeffrey Epstein hated him. How big of a piece of shit do you have to be for Jeffrey Epstein to hate
that
you?
was the weirdest shit. I remember that. That was a few weeks ago, and they're sitting here shocking emails from Jeffrey Epstein about how much he hated Trump, and it's like, know me by my anybody ever heard the term "know me by my enemies"? I mean, fucking
right?
Like, oh no, how bad did he? He was worse than it. Like it. Epstein
that was the only way they could try
and fed them to presidents. Like there's he peeked it out. Allegedly, George Bush Sr. may have ate a child while cutting a man's feet off. Yes, allegedly, but still, like, is that like
really?
What? How, can you even imagine? Yeah, that was one of the first ones I saw. Can you even imagine? How do you get worse than that? Like, oh, Trump must be worse than Epstein. Like, no, I don't think there is.
The direction they tried to spin it.
Yeah.
Okay. Epstein's, we know, undeniably bad, and he hated Trump, which would make Trump at least good enough for Epstein to hate it. Oh no, he's got to be worse because this guy hates.
It makes no
sense.
It makes absolutely no sense at all.
Again, okay. But I do want to touch on what you said with the whole cutting feet off and eating babies and shit. That's some of the stuff that is just so over the top. I'm not saying it's not true, but a lot of, after reading it, there's a lot of stuff that was just called in through tip lines and this and that it turns out to all be bullshit. It doesn't have to be that bad for it to still be one of the worst things that's ever happened. So
exactly.
It doesn't have to be
Obama on the boat with the Polish dude.
There's enough bad.
Girl. Like there's
enough there.
Yeah,
it's bad. The real shit that's confirmed is bad enough that we don't need this over the top fake bullshit, because that waters down the truth.
Oh yeah, no, and some of it will never be. Some of those things that you're just never. Quite literally, we're never really going to know the truth of any of this, because the main guy's dead. Right. Ghislaine Maxwell's probably not long for the world. And none of the rest of them are going to talk about it. And it's already been so tainted and fucked and left sitting like none of it. You can't, there isn't going to be evidence. There's no way to hold a trial underneath what we consider a trial and to find justice in Western society. It isn't going to exist. That's the real reason it's out.
Turn down a little bit.
What it does do, yeah, we may never get any prosecutions, but what it does do is it confirms and it validates everybody that's known this shit for years. One of the most important things coming out of all this is Pizzagate being now confirmed. And everybody that was saying, no, this shit's real, and the mainstream media, Pizzagate, what a bunch of malarkey. Yet, no, fucking true. We're fucking validated here.
Yeah, some guy just walked into that pizza place and just shot up one hard drive and left, for no reason. No reason.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? But also, too, I like how Jeffrey Epstein's here going, you know what a good tactic would be to get Trump off my back? Let's just accuse him of being my friend.
Yeah.
How big of a piece of shit do you gotta be?
Exactly. Exactly.
To weaponize your own fucking reputation. It was like, hey, another word out of you, I'm gonna say that we had Christmas together.
Right. I'll start sending you birthday cards if you don't get in line, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's that shit's been wild all weekend. And oddly enough, like, you know, again, as many a thing does, it's obfuscated most of the rest of the news going on, at least as far as social media is concerned. I see half as many Minneapolis threads coming through as between Tom Homan and that. And I love how under the dark of night, under the not necessarily covered up from everybody, but and at some point, you know, maybe you talk about it, but the whole Fulton County raid that's kind of going barely noticed by the news media, because either they don't want to talk about it or they, you know, they want to call it a travesty.
About it. Yeah.
They want to
talk about it. They're acting like this is just Trump weaponizing the government. Like we've never seen a president weaponize the Department of Justice like this. It's like, okay, sure you haven't. No, never. And I don't mind that kind of silent for right now. Let the FBI cook. This is the time for fucking Kash Patel, the FBI, and Pam Bondi to have a fucking redemption arc. This is the last season of the fucking show, folks. You bet if you want fucking renewal, get all that shit out right before the midterms, which is I think the reason we saw that raid in Fulton County so late is they wanted everything to happen leading up to the midterms, which at that point, once they have hard evidence that we all know that the 2020 election was bullshit. We knew it was bullshit that night. You go to sleep and Trump won, you woke up and he didn't. It's mathematically impossible. Everything we've known is so we're not.
Oh, I've seen t-shirts with just I've seen t-shirts with just the voting curve on it.
Yeah,
just the curve. People recognize
straight line hockey stick.
Everybody knows what it is.
Well, and that's going to be the thing too. I think he does this now. They got to get fucking Thune, and anybody, you guys too. I probably will even today call fucking Thune's office. Everybody needs to be flooding that asshole. The SAVE Act needs to hit the floor. They need to pass it. And I mean, in all honesty, I think that's part of what this was. It's like, hey, we're going to start putting some pressure on Congress. You're going to need to pass the fucking SAVE Act, or your constituents are going to fuck you.
Yeah,
you aren't coming back. You're out of power. Like, do you want to be the Republican that's losing their seat? They keep saying that the Republicans are going to lose. Do you want to be the one that loses it? Go fucking put this through. Otherwise, people aren't going to show up and fucking vote for you. You're going to have to do it. And this puts pressure on them. And I say after this, as the midterms approach, I want them to fucking be in Maricopa County when our midterms happen. I want the FBI raiding these motherfuckers on fucking
Arizona.
November 4th.
Arizona will be next on the list. Next on the list is Arizona. It has to be. Then Michigan and hopefully even Nevada. I know we don't really mean dick.
Clark County was a bit of a fucking mess, dude.
Yeah,
I remember.
I think
I remember the Crowder shows. I remember the shows with Crowder. We talked about this. Where
and
called those guys.
I'm wondering if it wasn't somebody from Crowder's. I got a call, and they just said they're independently investigating the election in Nevada. They wanted to confirm some things about my voting household, and they gave me my old address that I'd long since moved from, and the names of two people that used to live there that were both deceased as of 2012. And that I confirmed that for him because apparently these two members of my family registered and voted in 2020.
That's crazy.
From the address that I don't live at anymore.
That makes some sense.
Toasty Iron, did you see the post I made? Maybe, but go ahead and send it to me and I'll share it. So Toasty, I'll check my DMs here in a minute. All right.
You are guilty of so many crimes, Jeffrey Epstein. We'll be able to smear Donald Trump. It's called a wrap-up smear. It's a standard media procedure for Democrats. And you can see it laid out clearly in the emails what the hoax was going to be about Donald Trump. We're going to destroy Donald Trump's life simply by proximity to Epstein. Now, there are people who are close to Epstein. Like, for instance, we've covered on this channel that there are allegations against Donald Trump and Elon Musk in the Epstein files. I like Donald Trump. I like Elon Musk. We've covered them. Those allegations have absolutely nothing backing them. That's what the authorities found. Elon Musk has been out with this. But the goal was effectively to muddy the waters enough that you could destroy anybody who's ever emailed Epstein. You could destroy anybody who's ever sat down to dinner with this guy. You could destroy anybody who's ever been close with him. Now, there are people who did real crimes with Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay. I'll get back to this in a second. Man, Toasty's memes have been fire, dude. Check this shit out. Fucking hell. That is fucking great. He's got the Cuban cigar and everything. Fuck yeah. That's getting the shit out.
Well done, Toasty.
Yeah, we'll go back to this.
There's a Bill Clinton in hot tubs, Bill Clinton with young women on his lap, all these monsters, the monsters of the earth, Bill Gates, STDs, Russian hookers.
Now, the mainstream media will touch on Clinton, but ever so lightly, but they have yet to make a peep about fucking Bill Gates. I think out of everybody we've heard, aside from maybe Prince Andrew, Bill Gates has the dirtiest hands of all of them. I mean,
quite literally. I wouldn't shake his hand. I don't need that, man. I don't need lumps all over my fingers.
And you remember that old interview where they're like, well, how do you feel about these Epstein allegations? Well, he's dead. Oh my God.
That's also the noise he makes when he finishes.
It is. Dude, that's how he really talks. I love the old video of him in the 90s getting the pie in the face. And the meme is, it was at this moment Bill Gates decided he would kill most of humanity.
Yeah. Or like when they
Plenty
showed
of that.
him on the Ellen show, and he was guessing the prices of groceries.
Oh fuck!
And people were getting all pissed off at him because he had no clue, because the guy hadn't gone grocery shopping in a good 30 years. He just doesn't know.
Yeah.
So he'd see a thing of chicken strips and be like $20. Yeah, no, dude. Well, I don't know what you fucking peasants eat.
I eat babies. Babies.
Yes,
are
I had babies in a pie on Epstein's Island.
Baby pot pie.
Yeah, once you had it, you don't go back. You don't just you peasants eat rabbit every day, or
pheasants.
Yeah, I have an orange Julius in my house.
And it serves exclusively adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, that's why we like Trump so much. This motherfucker, he's like, you know what Air Force One needs? A McDonald's. I'm putting a McDonald's in Air Force One. Motherfucker did. Good morning, Diana. Great to see you.
Well, because even though it is, it's America, right? When people,
it's what real people eat.
Yeah. It's poor people, they like McDonald's. We don't like McDonald's.
He goes to this fucking, when he's first campaigned in 2016, didn't he go to this really fucking schmoozy ass steakhouse and he ordered steak well done, don't forget the ketchup.
Yep.
Yeah, that's relatable.
Oh,
it may be disgusting.
Yeah, I couldn't. The only thing I will accept nearly that done is the end of a rib roast. If you got prime rib in that end, it's so crispy and
yeah, okay,
that's how I deal with that.
I guess.
Yeah.
I used to when I was a kid. That's how if we're having a cookout, and my mom was all paranoid about kids getting sick and eating, undercooked meat. So steak was always well done, and then I had to cover it with ketchup. He had that when he was 5 and just never went back.
Yeah.
It's the way I remember. That's the only way I go. Scream Queen Selena. The worst thing Trump is put in his mouth is a McChicken.
I
don't know if that's the worst thing. Honey,
I'll,
let's be honest.
I'll eat a
Does he
Big
also-
Mac. I'll save the Whopper for the bedroom.
Isn't he? I know. I thought it was because he's a germaphobe and he just figures McDonald's is like basically so processed and clean that and afraid of people, poisoning him, so he just gets Big Macs. Like he's like, I'll
I
just
think
stop
he's
at
just
fucking
a
McDonald's and get food.
He's just one of those guys that's just like, this is what I like, and that I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
fuck with anything else, man.
Well, it's like when he had all those high school kids at high school team and you just got a shit ton of McDonald's. It's like, who doesn't fucking like McDonald's? It's
right.
It crosses the board, and then you have people going like, it's haram. And we're like, we weren't asking you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You don't care what your dumb book says. Okay.
Who gives a fuck what you think about that?
Yeah, it was like I have a hard time listening to what my dumb book says. My dumb book doesn't tell me, all the dumb shit that your dumb book says. Okay.
Yeah, if your dumb book says you can't have McDonald's, you're in the wrong fucking country.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. Man. Like, we all shit on McDonald's, but at the same time, there's just those moments in life where you're like, fucking, I just need McDonald's. At least the fries, for fuck's sake. Man.
I get a McGrid or I'm sorry, like what do you call it? The Egg McMuffin.
Yeah,
there were times you're like when I saw those footprints on the beach, and it was Egg McMuffin carrying me the whole time. Like
I mean, Egg McMuffin is probably about the cleanest thing you're going to get from McDonald's. I don't know what the muffin is. Egg, cheese, sausage, but yeah, that's
real question, boys. Which is superior, the Egg McMuffin or the sausage McMuffin, which is just the same thing? You just replace the ham with the sausage.
The Egg McMuffin is better for you, but the sausage McMuffin fucks.
Yeah, the sausage McMuffin has so many preservatives and various versions of sodium in it that it probably takes like a month off your life. But yeah, the sausage is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, if I'm hungover, I'm getting a McGriddle. But another thing too, Wendy's breakfast is amazing, but like it's all the calories.
Never had it.
Oh yeah, dude, Wendy's breakfast is just a burger.
The breakfast Baconator, I think, has like 1,800 calories in it. Like,
I didn't know that was a thing. They made a breakfast Baconator.
It is so fucking good. But like, if you eat one, you're gonna be like, I have to go back to bed.
Yeah, the only way you can justify a breakfast Baconator is if you get up at 4, lift at 5, and then eat one of those at like 5:30 and go to work. The only way that you're going to justify that is by having
yeah,
the
honey chicken biscuit. At the time during COVID, like I was driving for Meals on Wheels and I didn't check the calories, so I would have like one of those and then the honey chicken biscuit, and I was like,
oh fuck,
oh man, I've already had well over 2,000 calories and it's not 10 a.m. Like, no wonder I've been putting on weight so quickly. I just thought there were 2 like breakfast sandwiches. I probably should have looked at the information.
Right. Oh, David D. Morning iron superior to morning wood. Those are hard facts, David.
True.
All right. Yo, I've never even tried fucking Wendy's breakfast. I'm gonna once I've officially given up, I will.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
just a day.
That sounds about as harsh as Jack in the Box breakfast, man. Because Jack in the Box breakfast is just
the ultimate breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely you need to get a colonoscopy after that or something, man.
Yeah,
definitely
dude, I'm feeling rough all day. That's with any Jack. You eat Jack in the Box by choice sober at any point in your life, you're making the wrong decision. Yeah. Jack in the Box is so bad it's only meant at like 4 a.m. when you're drunk as fuck.
Yeah, no, when they mean Jack in the Box, they mean your shit box, and that they will be taking full control over that.
Yeah.
Now Burger King's breakfast fucking hits.
Yeah, the croissant sandwiches were always decent.
Yeah, the croissant sandwiches, and let's face it, the hash tots.
Yeah,
it's superior to the hash patty.
That's 100% true, man. Oh, and they didn't even have to go into any efforts. Like, well, we need a breakfast potato that's like a hash brown. Fucking give them tater tots and call it hash tots. That's all they are. They're
all it
just
was.
fucking tater. We've
That's
got all
all it
this
was.
surplus of tater tots. Nobody wants tater tots with their burger. Fuck it. They're breakfast now. And it worked.
It
That's
did work.
brilliant marketing.
Yeah. Although it does deprive you of like sometimes like if I'm getting an egg McMuffin, I will put like the hash patty on
The thing.
Yeah.
Yo, when you first discover that as a kid, you think you're the one that came up with it.
Yeah.
Like, I should be a chef. I'm the smartest person in this room. Look what I just did. Nobody's done that shit before me.
Yeah, my kids always do that. Yesterday,
Yeah.
so we do breakfast prep on Sunday sometimes for the kids for the next, usually gets them through about 2 weeks. And my wife does full cookie tray pan of pancakes, egg, sausage, and then some bacon. And she make basically homemade McGriddles.
I didn't know
And
you
they
guys
just-
were Mormon.
No, it's just a family of 5. So we have a lot of food. My dad was Mormon, but my oldest son like saw the bacon that she was going to do the other sandwiches with, and he put that on with the sausage. And he's like all the then everybody else had to do it. Like it had become the bacon and sausage. We're like, well, we're trying to make more sandwiches, but that was breakfast yesterday. All the rest of them are in the fridge now, but. Oh yeah, dude! Always making like we've got breakfast burritos in the freezer in plastic bags. Like they have food in there. They barely eat cereal for breakfast, which is actually great. I'm glad that they're moving away from breakfast as a carbohydrated, more of a complete actual thing that they have. Meat and all the rest of it. But yeah, big breakfast sandwiches, dude. All I'm missing is some potatoes.
We were lied to for so many fucking decades about the whole food pyramid thing. Like, eat all these eat all your carbs, and then maybe just a little bit of meat. Like
the meat is going to be bad for you. Just put more carbs in. It's not going to make you the fattest nation ever in the history of it.
Eat Grain, sponsored by Grain, who paid for this. You know what else you need? Seed oils, because we don't know what to do with that shit. So we'll put it in everything.
We built an infrastructure to make it, but we don't know what to do.
Right. It was a fucking waste byproduct. Of like, oh, well, we got to make money somehow, you see?
We'll just eat it.
Right. No, the peasants will eat it.
Yes.
Guys like Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who emailed with the guy or like cut the guy off. So anyway, you can see the op playing in Michael Wolff's emails. Trump threatens to sue Michael Wolff, Epstein estate, and insists fresh document dumps absolves him. President Trump has threatened to sue discredited author Michael Wolff, as well as the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, as he insists that the latest massive dump of files from the pedophile absolves him completely. I didn't see myself, but I was told by some people, very important people, that this absolves me, the opposite of what they were hoping for. Trump accuses Wolff, who wrote...
You don't even have to do a Trump impression. Just read it in your normal voice, a Trump quote, and you'll automatically know it's a Trump quote.
Some people told
I didn't
me...
see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping. Like the radical left.
Exactly.
Like,
who else at all has a quote where they
that's
say, some people told me, very important people, the best.
Yeah.
If you read that in a quote, it's Trump. Nobody else speaks that way. Nobody can.
No.
Nobody else can speak that way, period.
So
Only
good.
Trump can speak that way.
Unauthorized biography of the president of conspiring with Epstein to try and destroy his career, which he did. This is Michael Wolff. This is what he did. It's in the emails. You can see it. I'll probably sue Wolff on it, and maybe the Epstein estate, I guess. I don't know if we're certainly... But I don't know, but we're certainly going to sue him, meaning Michael Wolff. He claimed that Epstein was conspiring with Wolff to harm him politically. He's not a friend. That's a fact. Wolff, featured in many of the Epstein documents publishing during November's release, appears to be acting as a disgraced financier's official PR advisor before the 2016 election. Wolff suggested that Epstein could be the bullet to end Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Yeah, you're the Trump bullet, Wolff says in the email to Epstein. As President Trump's polls grew. In another email, Wolff floated the possibility of intimidating Trump on for his own behalf and benefit, and warned Epstein, the then GOP candidate, could be asked on the campaign trail about him. I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, Epstein, either on air or in the scrum afterwards. I think that we should let him hang himself. It's not wild the way that they're like the way they're doing this. Look at this. Look at the way that this works. Here's the actual email. If he says that he hasn't been on a plane or to your house, that gives you valuable PR and political currency. You could hang him in a way that potentially generates positive benefit for you. You could look to win. You could save him. You could generate a debt. So to open.
Okay, so all of this, it makes it so wild that the Democrats decided they had no. You got to realize though, they had nothing else. They've had nothing this whole time. They're not running on anything. They have no policies people like, nothing to benefit anybody. The only thing they have is get Trump, and they don't have anything to get him on. So they rolled the dice on the Epstein stuff because they, at least this is what I believe, they did not think that they would release all the information that they're releasing right now, because he wouldn't do that. It's too destructive. It would make society collapse, and it still very much could, because like I've been saying since the beginning of this, the reason they're not releasing everything isn't because of who's on the list. It's because everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone's at least guilty by association, including Trump. Guilty. Everybody's guilty by association that way, to a small degree.
Yep.
Whether or not they did anything inappropriate doesn't matter. The fact is, it's kind of like the Harvey Weinstein stuff, and how that has, how Hollywood is even still a thing. Everybody knew what he was doing. Nobody did anything about it. They openly joked about it. And then they're going to feign, this is horrible that this has been happening. It's like, fucking you knew.
You were there.
Yeah, you were there. We saw you there. Like,
we also saw him fucking texting you during the middle of like congressional sessions, giving you answers for questions and shit.
Like, I mean, dude, I don't know if Hollywood still is a thing when you've got YouTubers out here making the second most popular movie of the weekend, like Iron Lung #2 on a weekend where there's almost nothing short of the Melania film. I took my, and you know what, I took 3 Gen Alpha kids to go see Iron Lung on Friday because my son asked, and one buddy wanted to go. And like, oh, you're going? I went. Like, they actively wanted to go see the film. And usually, my 15-year-old doesn't think shit at all is cool, but the Markiplier stuff seems to be hitting. And I sat there and watched it. I mean, it was rated R, so I sat there and watched it with them. Nothing other than all of the excess amount of blood, because it's in a blood lake, would have made it really that bad. But 4 actors.
See, I'm just hearing about this. So.
Dude, 4 actors.
This is just a fully independent film. I'm take it.
I don't know if it's fully independent, but I think it cost as much as it. Let's see, how much did it make? I had Box Office Mojo somewhere. Yeah, I think it cost $3 million for them to make the film. It was 4 actors. Only one of them do you see in most of, like, you kind of see some of the actors, but only one of, and one of them I think was only voice acting. The rest of it is mostly practical effect with fake blood. A single set. And they managed to do a 2-hour movie with it, and it worked. It was actually pretty. Even I thought it was pretty good. But like, my son's like, he wants a Blu-ray of it when it comes out, which is also cool.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't know if Hollywood's got long, man, because he could have done that and put it up on YouTube and probably made money.
We're at a stage where the general audience will take lower budget with no-name actors and cheap practical effects over the polished Disney fucking bullshit with all of the propaganda, all of where we pretend like these special effects are good when they're not.
Yep.
And
Dude,
so the Renaissance is coming. The problem is people think it's here, but people think that, well, it hasn't fully happened, so it's not really happening. No, it is happening. Shit takes time, but the fact that it's happening at all means they're fucking cooked.
It's going to be really cooked. When you start seeing Gen Alpha have their own disposable income when they start hitting the age of 18 and get into their 20s, you're going to see that shit change really fast, because that's where the money's going to start coming from.
And I know this is kind of unrelated, but you remember all the criticism with Eric July and certain really bitter comic book creators. He thinks he's going to take out Disney and Marvel or even compete with them. Well, yeah, look what's happening now. And again, it doesn't happen overnight, but in 10, 15 years, once
Dude, I think in 5 years, man.
It'll become much more mainstream, and it will be a fucking solid competitor to DC and Marvel.
Oh yeah, because
Right,
once
we're
you start doing that, that's when you're gonna start to see animation and live action. They're gonna want to explore.
Fucking McFarlane's making an ISOM action figure. Where's the McFarlane line of Cyberfrog or fucking? Come on. I know this is the show for that kind of talk, but shit.
No, he would prefer to get his stuff made by 5-year-old Chinese, Uyghurs.
And the thing is, man, whether you like or get along with the other person, and they are actually competing with you as well, you should welcome that. Want to compete with somebody on the same level as you, because his success, whether you're competing or not, is good for the whole independent scene, and it's bad for the big two. But fucking, that's another topic. We're here
Not
to
to
talk
make fun out of the show, but iron will sharpen iron.
Yeah.
Enormous value of blackmailing Trump just by a proximity to.
That's a good point. Success is measured in decades. Absolutely. Hey, Blue Eyed Scorpios here. What up, man? I actually get annoyed by the dubs now, but yeah, those Koreans have pumped out some really good product. Yeah. Oh, that was a Korean film then, Prof?
Was it? Did the Koreans shoot that? I mean, it was American actors, so.
Oh, okay.
Like Markiplier was in it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Strider's back. All right, let's finish this real quick.
You see how this op played. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the president on Air Force One.
What did you think of the latest release of Epstein files, and do you think your critics will be satisfied with?
Well, they should be, because it looked like this guy Wolf was a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me. And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping, the radical left, that Wolf, who's a third-grade writer, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt me, politically or otherwise. And that came through loud and clear. So we'll probably sue Wolf on that. And maybe the Epstein estate, I guess. I don't know, but we're going to certainly sue them.
You want to sue the Epstein estate?
Well, you may. I guess so, because he was conspiring with Wolf to do harm to me politically. That's not a friend.
It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Again, another email. Jeffrey Epstein emailed Michael Wolff in 2019 saying President Trump never got a massage while at his house. Another massive blow to the Democrats' hoax. There you go. You can see how the op was being run, though. You could see it here. They were literally just hiring young women in order to get powerful men in compromising situations, so that they.
Yeah, it was a honeypot. It was a government honeypot.
Yep.
Nobody. That's undeniable, and there's nothing wrong with it. All governments are bad, including our own. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with pointing out which government agencies were involved. Yep. Because that's just.
I mean, that makes sense.
He could have compromise on them. Jeffrey Epstein was obviously an intel op. Was obviously colluding with journalists and intelligence agencies in order to have compromising material on the most powerful people on earth. Jeffrey Epstein colluding with journalist Michael Wolff to obtain compromising information. Would love to see this guy, this absolute scumbag, get completely and totally sued into the oblivion of space. Michael Wolff knew for 7 years that Trump did nothing more wrong with Epstein, then spent his entire career smearing him anyway. Never got a massage. Epstein asked Michael Wolff to dig up dirt on Trump because he didn't have any. See it? Right? Obviously, this is trying to get leverage over Trump. Donald Trump. Epstein told Michael Wolff that Trump knew about the girls and asked Ghislaine Maxwell to stop. Obviously, President Trump, in a well-worn pattern of attempting to end whatever operation that Epstein had, and then with this final release, finally going there and doing it, right? The latest Epstein file drop. I thought
Dude, a lot of normies didn't even know who Epstein was until Trump started mentioning it during his first campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
there were very interesting emails between Epstein and Michael Wolff. Michael Wolff says to Epstein, if you have anything juicy about Trump to change the narrative, I believe this first term, this is the time we're going to do it. If Epstein had something juicy, he would have loved the chance to reveal it and destroy Trump. But he didn't.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, if you had any of this shit on you, you probably wouldn't run in politics, right? Like, if stuff like this was readily available.
Well, it seems like that a lot of people actually did, but like, what I find funny is that like the FBI was against him. The entirety of the state, Joe Biden had all levers of government to use against Trump, and nothing. Like, this is sitting in the background. You have this just hanging out in a file somewhere, and you didn't use it. Ah, fuck that, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Completely unbelievable.
There's no reason why they wouldn't. Blue-eyed Scorpio. Honestly, there's been a lot of weird shit involved because rich and powerful kid diddlers can do their kid diddling anywhere, and word had to be out in those circles after years that he blackmails. Yeah. So there had to be some other stuff going on that would draw these people in for multiple visits. Yep. But that's about the gist of it. He just goes on to say kind of the same shit we're saying. But since we're already an hour and a half in, there's something else I wanted to get to. I saw this old interview. I've never seen this before, but it's been making the rounds again. Asmongold fucking reacted to it. That's how I saw it the first time. But have either of you ever seen this interview?
No.
This is fucking wild shit, man. God, it's so long though. We might not watch the whole thing, of course, but man,
things I want to do inquire from you. Walk
Jump
me
into the key points.
what was it about the time at the math? And this was in the late 90s. So they're not going to hear me on this part, right? We're going to do it both ways?
It will not be on the video, but we do have it recorded.
Fine. Remember, when you're answering on these questions, I'm not in the shot, and they're never going to hear my voice. So a little bit, you got to repeat in your answer, you got to repeat what my question was.
Oh,
a little bit.
Okay.
Santa Fe Institute. Why, when you're at the top of your game on Wall Street, do you decide to finance, which was at the time, or endow, or become the donor or sponsor, however you want to say it, for what was considered the most cutting edge group of mathematicians in the world?
Santa Fe Institute in the late 80s, early 90s. I was interested, I was on the board of Rockefeller. So that starts, Rockefeller University, formed by John D. Rockefeller to sort of give back to the community. It's east side of Manhattan, except it was old. It was sort of old fashioned. They were talking about.
So that's interesting. He's on the board of Rockefeller.
Yeah, dude.
How the fuck? What the fuck?
So boned.
Yo,
connections go so fucking deep. All of the like almost incestuous amount of shit that's tied up into every fucking like anything that you've heard of in a conspiracy, anything that Alex Jones has talked about, like ties fucking back to this guy. It seems like.
Oh, and the bankers.
And
yeah. Oh yeah. That's the shit should be getting more attention than, oh my god, Robert De Niro. Like, who gives a fuck about these celebrities? Yeah, we know
the
they're
Elvis
scumbags.
at the Grammys. I'm like, whoa.
Just throw it on there. Like, yeah, we know about that. What needs to be fucking focused on are all these people you don't even know their names off the top of your head, but they have a bigger influence in our everyday life than fucking, goddamn John Legend or any of these other fucking scumbags.
medicine by itself was again subject to the ideas of science. They were trying to use science to find cures for disease. And I said, no, we need to do something different. We need to start interdisciplinary work. In most,
how did a schmuck like you get on the board of Rockefeller? What year was that?
I don't remember.
That's a great fucking question. This guy no one ever heard of before just shows up on the board of Rockefeller, fucking has enough money to buy a fucking, fantasy kid diddler island. Hey, we got Drunken Emerald. What up, Drunken Emerald? Exactly. Huge influence. We already know Hollywood's corrupt. Yes. The bigger thing we need to look at is all these other
Hollywood didn't need Epstein to be degenerate chomos. Their talent agencies would have done that for them anyways.
Yeah.
I think 89 and 91.
So that's one of the most prestigious research.
And to be honest, he didn't care about fucking honeypot and celebrities. I think the only reason the celebrities were even a part of the whole thing is you had to have draw to get anybody else interested in going to put them in those comparable situations. Like, hey, you want to go to a party with a bunch of fucking bankers? Fuck no. Do you want to go to a party with a bunch of celebrities and chicks? Oh yeah.
And he didn't have to convert them into being chomo degenerate fucking creepers. They already were.
Yeah.
So he just dropped them there. He just like, hey, I don't even have to run an op on you guys. You're already here. Why don't you come around? There's some fresh babies in the cooler.
We're having a barbecue. We got babies in the cooler. Jesus Christ.
This is in the world, correct?
Yes.
Okay. How did a guy like you get on the board of Rock, a blue blood, internationally known, hard research, Nobel Prize winners all over the place? How do they pick a guy like you, a trader from, or basically some guy from Bear Stearns?
Good question. So I was asked to be on the board of Rockefeller. And I think I was on the board of Rockefeller. There was a money manager who said, Rockefeller needs someone with financial expertise because the university is growing.
Yeah, that's the expertise they need. They needed his financial expertise. Right.
And there's lots of new things. You have to, again, we go back to the original discussion the last time. Up until the mid 80s or sort of early mid 70s, the most important thing was your name. If you were Rockefeller, you already were considered to be brilliant. If you were head of General Motors, it was your reputation. It was who you knew, who your family was, what was your character. And then in the mid 70s, basically, if you remember, you probably had a calculator. It was very advanced in those days to have a Texas Instrument calculator where it could, by putting in the numbers, it would multiply for you to do square roots. And that was the first, and everyone who had a calculator was already advanced on Wall Street. A simple almost like your accountant. The most important parts of business were really now going to calculations. So it's not only mathematics, but it's things that could be calculated. Reputation couldn't be calculated. I could give you, are you a 10 on a reputation scale, an 8? What does it mean to have a measurement of your reputation? We'll get to that later. But places like Rockefeller needed someone to say, look, we're entering a different world where numbers and the numbers of companies, portfolio management was going to be balanced. It was going to be statistical. Jeffrey, could you come on the board? Potentially sit on the finance committee, Nancy Kissinger and a bunch of other people.
I said I'd
And
only
David
do it if I could
Rockefeller
traffic kids.
and I got along
Right.
very well. He was this unbelievable human being. Respectful to everyone.
I rarely heard this man talk. I didn't know he sounded like fucking Woody Allen. But
Yeah,
I'm not surprised
exactly.
either. No, yeah. This guy, you always hear them say, well, he was deeply charismatic. Like, fucking really?
He
Yeah,
introduced
he's
his
cute. I
driver
like
as his colleague, not his driver. He would never say, this is my driver. He said, it's my colleague. And David started to explain to me world politics. So David would say, Jeffrey, money is going to be sort of the most important things. People don't understand money.
Yep, this guy isn't doing anything to quail the Groypers' cause.
No,
Yeah, not at all.
No, if they haven't watched this,
No.
if Nick Fuentes hasn't
And-
seen half this interview already, I'm sure he will be.
Yo, there's some stuff. It just,
Yeah,
needs,
there is.
gonna be waiting until we get a little bit more confirmation on some of these emails and stuff. Make sure that again, there's a lot of fucking stuff that's fabricated and being put out because it fits a narrative that certain people like. So, but if it is confirmed, what it is, it's not going to be. We're going to have no choice but to talk about it, and just waiting to see. Like, oh God, tell me that's not. These aren't really some of the shit they're talking about, because the fucking the groypers or dissident right, whatever you want to call the kids, well, I'll say one thing: if it is true, the memes are going to be fire, dude.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Woody Allen certainly has.
You seem to have this knack for money. I said to David, tell me about your life. What was the worst and the best part of your life? So David said, when I grew up, everyone knew I was a Rockefeller. They didn't know that my father told me he would not leave me a dime. No money. But every time we went out to eat, me and my 5 friends in school, they would leave me the bill. They would expect me to pick up the check because I was a Rockefeller. And he said, I was chairman of Chase Bank. And he said, I remember like it was yesterday, one of the headlines in Time magazine said, David, please fire yourself. So he thought that there was a world that existed.
I'm going to fast forward a little
That
bit.
would be a combination
Because there's a really important part where he's talking about what politicians do. And oh, shit.
Politics and business and leadership. What do I mean? He formed something called the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is some spooky stuff. People said it was some of the people that the Illuminati mystery about it, people that ran the world. It was politicians, but David said most countries, the politicians get elected for 4 years or 8 years, separate from the royal families in England or in the Middle East. Someone's there for 4 years and then they're not there anymore. The most important people to have stability and consistency would be businessmen. So he formed this Trilateral Commission of businessmen and politicians from 3 major continents.
He's pretty much confirming everything that Alex Jones has been saying for years.
Yeah.
So it was the North Americans, the Europeans, and the Asians. So he said to me, would you like to be on the Trilateral Commission? Now, I was 30 years old, 32 years old. I said, great. And he said, well, you have to fill out this application so they have your bio. And I looked at the list of people and it was.
Yeah, he talks like a politician trying a filibuster. Yeah. The Trilateral Commission, you mean his clients? Yeah. So, Strider, what's he even talking about right now? Well, he's pretty much confirming that politicians don't matter and bankers and businessmen behind the scenes run a shadow government. And he's saying that without saying it. He did already say Illuminati.
Something that everybody that I know has been saying for years.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, what? He was on? Yeah.
Bill Clinton, former president of the United States, Paul Volcker, every great leader in America, the Asians, the Japanese, and with a very long description of their history. And they asked me to fill in what I would like to have written. And I wrote Jeffrey Epstein, comma, just a good kid, which I thought was funny. Nobody else did. So answer to your question, at that time, I recognized around the world that monies and currencies were not really well understood. But again, it was only numbers. So numbers, and I'll get to the fact that it was bad thinking. Numbers are very good.
Are most people that you meet, even on Trilateral Commission, when you meet most people, do you find most leaders financially illiterate, economically illiterate?
Most political leaders don't come out of a background of finance. Most political leaders come out of a background of being popular. So in some of the countries, in some of the African countries, for example, they might have been a military person. They were a general. In some of the African countries, they might have been a disc jockey. Or in our country, they would have been an actor. The knowledge of money they don't have an expertise. They have no degrees in finance. They really what, and this is one of the major problems.
I really hate the way he says finance.
Finance.
Yeah.
I like, he is very difficult to listen to. This is
Yeah, this is rough.
He's
He-
so
he's
charismatic.
even doing this shit. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not doing it any favors for the memes, the memers out there.
No, dude, it's like he's a. Is he a stereotype? Did Goebbels like cook him up in a test tube? or
Right.
something?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not good. He's doing nobody any favors. At least with
No.
the Groypers. He is a
Their
Groyper's wet
expertise-
dream.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I told you so.
they cooked him up in a Nazi lab. Like, we'll release him 50 years later, and he'll be the downfall of the.
Who can take the sunrise?
In 50 years, we will release the Uber Jew onto the world. The same will be
I thought Rosie O'Donnell talking was torture, but damn, yeah, I know. There's just one part I'd like to get to. I should have timestamped it.
If they have any financial knowledge, is of their own checking account or bank account and filling in their own taxes. So many world leaders who don't really have a financial underpinning make fundamental errors when it comes to money on a country or institutional level. Let me give you an example. If you, Mr. Bannon, if I said your assets increased last year, you'd say, that sounds pretty good. And I'd say, what does that mean to you? You'd say, well, I have more money. I guess I'm wealthier. I'd say, yes. And if your debt increased, would you feel wealthier or poorer? You'd say, well, I don't want to have increased debt. I don't like the idea of that sound, increased debt. Now, that and world leaders understand when their assets go up, they feel better. However, institutions like banks, things that people don't really understand are financial underpinnings of banks. When I say your bank, Mr. Bannon, you have the Bannon Bank, you doubled your assets. Sounds good, but what does it really mean? It means people owe you more money. You don't have any more money.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and timestamp the important parts because this is just too hard to fucking listen to. And I just keep seeing we're 9 minutes in and already crawling out of our skin listening to this motherfucker.
Yeah,
and this thing is an hour and 57 minutes. So
Oh yeah, dude, it's definitely
I'll
roughing.
I'll get
You
this
are bringing in the
timestamped out for
Groyper
next
crowd.
time.
I'm surprised only Strider's here.
Yeah.
Like, how has Arza not been woken up by this?
I know, like Arza and Theo, their eyes just like burst open. Must get the computer now.
We've heard him. The call is rung out.
Yeah, just waking up from a dead sleep. I must
man.
go.
The Groypers have lit something aflame, and Theo can see it from his apartment. The signals have been lit.
Oh man. Let's see.
Epstein calls for aid.
Yeah, if you guys hadn't shown up and I was in the mood to go for another 2 hours and I ran out of shit to say, I'd just let it play straight through and see how watch the viewers just drop.
How the Groypers showed up. They're like, oh, he's playing the whole Epstein interview. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's
Those
anything
couple
fun to close on.
Redacted minutes in the jail cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to this. Some of the shit from the I thought this was funny. Back to the award show from last night. So just in, Americans are absolutely roasting Hollywood elite Billie Eilish, calling on her to return her $14 million LA mansion on the Tongva tribe to the Tongva tribe after, I think I'm saying that right, Tongva, after her Grammys rant. No one is illegal on stolen land. Fuck ICE. Yo, fucking diesels, man.
I guarantee you, if a bunch of illegals started raiding her land, she'd be calling ICE real quick.
Yeah,
just like those people at Martha's Vineyard, which was like the funniest story. No, Billie Eilish is, like I said this on Twitter this morning, she's just a bunch of talking points like wrapped in a trench coat. Like she has no thoughts of her own.
Well, dude, yeah, her brain was leaked out into her tits, dude. Like that's all that
we were just talking about how like there's that Ellen interview with Bill Gates and he doesn't know how much groceries cost. That's the same thing for all of these people. They're so far fucking out of touch that they have no business talking about any of this shit. The DNC just put out the talking points to be anti-ICE is stolen land. So repeat that. Fuck ICE to sound edgy because, Trump started cussing in passionate moments like they don't know what the fuck they're doing and everybody roared and cheered. So now the Democrats are just, Trump did a thing. We have to do it constantly to sound more edgy.
Yeah.
But it's not fucking working. They have private security. They don't know the cost of living for the normies. They don't know grocery costs.
There was an interview with Mariah Carey. She didn't even know that she had bills. That's
right.
all, like attached. But yeah, Billie Eilish is like it's like that quote, like you guys have seen the movie Walk Hard.
Yeah.
Where he's in jail. He's like, I gotta get out of here so I could bring joy to the people back in here. But I don't want to live with them. That's how they all are.
Try it, Dewey. You don't know what you're doing.
Get out of here, Dewey.
I have a hard time understanding Billie Eilish either because, like, other than the huge tits and one song about fucking old dudes, like, what does she do?
Well, she just got Song of the Year again.
Hey,
I've never heard it. Not even
really.
once.
Everybody hated her new album. My wife was a big fan of hers when she first came out, the first album, and I listened to quite a bit. Some of it's pretty good. The whisper. It was different with the whispery singing.
And the Bond song. I heard the Bond song.
The Bond song's actually good. I mean,
the Bond song wasn't bad. She has a song about banging old dudes, and then
there's no denying she's fairly talented. I mean, but she's still fucking retarded, and people are sick of hearing retarded, out of touch celebrities talk. That's why we were talking about TMZ the other day and how that's on Rogues, I think, and you guys were there. Yeah. It's a dying fucking platform because back when it was in its heyday, celebrities were known for being fairly quiet and trying to maintain a sense of privacy. They don't do that now. We see too much of them. We want them to shut the fuck up. Every single one. Just shut the fuck up. Well, I don't want to not like Luke Skywalker. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to not read Stephen King books. Shut the fuck up. I fairly enjoy or tolerated at least Billie Eilish's music. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the only one hear from them.
The only one who had any substance last night was Jelly Roll, which I can't say I heard any of his music either, but he was like, yeah, I'm a hick. You don't want to know what my political views are.
If you like country, he had a song on the Sonic 3 soundtrack that my middle son listens to constantly, but like if you're into country, he's not bad. He showed up on Tulsa King.
I don't know who Jelly
and the Weed Shop they did. Like he was on that episode of that. He did some songs. Like there's some songs of his, even though they're kind of country, they're a little more pop. If you heard them, you'd recognize the song, like because it's been everywhere. Okay. But like nobody wants to hear them, and there aren't any actors have cooked themselves to the point where a YouTuber. I'll go back to the Iron Lung thing. It was a completely independent film done by Markiplier Studios, written, directed, acted, and edited by Markiplier or Mark Fishback with like a couple other people that I couldn't like. Troy Baker is the only name that might be vaguely familiar to me. The rest of them I've never heard of them at all. It made $3 million. It cost $3 million to make, and it made $21 million this weekend.
That's awesome.
they're done. Hollywood's done. If he put that on YouTube, he might have made more money. Like,
I do want to highlight Diesel's comment real quick because I'm a huge Megadeth fan too. Megadeth has the number one album in the country. Megadeth is fucking amazing. Dave Mustaine is a great fucking dude. He's one of the most fucking just humble. If you have the pleasure of meeting some rock stars, sometimes you get really let down. Other times are cool as fuck. And Dave is one of the fucking cool ones. Always fucking has been. Even when he was, on a self-destructive kick for many years. But no one would deny that he wasn't a nice fucking guy and a pleasure to be around. He was just an addict and a bit of a self-destructive one. But then he had, like a lot of addicts who go through recovery, he became born-again Christian, and then he came really outspoken about it, which is rare. A lot of them do, but they keep quiet. Dave didn't.
Ozzy did.
Yeah, and Megadeth still just fucking hits.
Yeah, Megadeth is sweet. But you hit the nail on the head. There was a point in time where you would watch these award shows and everything because it would give you like a peek into the world, right? Because but it was like now, Shabuzi said, "Fuck." I don't know who Shabuzi is. I don't know who.
I thought you made that up. That's a person.
No.
Yeah, he's same thing. He's like immigrants.
American country singer.
That's another thing. That's the other talking point. They just say immigrants as if we're not talking about illegal immigrants.
Right.
So they have that, but it was a peek into the behind the curtain where you would see, this person's a little bit more like this and that. I was like, you can get whatever these people think because they're walking billboards. Just few people who didn't like say something political, and I was like, guys, not everybody's Bob Dylan. Shut up. Like, it was like that's it. I don't even like Dylan's music that much, but he was much more of an activist at the time. But it was like he was actually on the front lines, playing these things, doing like free concerts. It was like, you think Billie Eilish is gonna do a free concert? Yeah, you fucking
no. And who else was like that? Like the sad old lesbian Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
Kind of shit.
Fucking no. And now more social media has killed the mystique of celebrity because they share all of their empty, stupid fucking thoughts that are fed to them by. You realize they're just as retarded as the Democrat voter. Even worse, yeah. And
they're stupider than the general public.
That's why
there's no justification for them to have the success that they have. I mean,
no.
Billie Eilish may be talented, but there's 5 people I can find on YouTube right now nearly as talented as her that just don't have that. They're
already in either movies or they're sports stars or musicians or whatever. They already have enough attention, but they're such narcissists that some of them have their own fucking YouTube channels and they're posting stupid shit on social media. They can't stand not having even more attention.
Oh yeah, they'll go on TikTok or Instagram and be like, "Hi guys, just wanted to sit down and give you what my schedule was for the week," and it was like, "Oh my god, who's watching this?"
I want to voice my opinions on the conflicts in the Middle East. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
All you need to do
you don't know dick about fuck.
Yeah.
Just do your clown shit.
You thought the flotilla was at Taco Bell, okay? Like, shut the fuck up.
Let's listen to this stupid cut. If it'll play, come on.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oh god!
Look at Michelle Carpenter or whatever the fuck her name is. She's like, yes, finally someone said it.
Even though that was a mannequin. Look at that face, dude.
Hell, vagabond.
That isn't even.
They all have those vacant eyes, dude.
Yeah,
their whole face is vacant though. Not even just look at that.
Relax the soul.
So smooth. My 3D prints have more characteristic to the face. Oh,
she goes backstage. She was like, "Did anyone see like 6 pints of blood?"
I told you he saw them lit. I told you he saw the beacons lit iron.
Yeah.
He heard
I was
Jimmy
just
Epstein
about to
speak
say,
and
you
he
beat me to the fucking joke. Theo's eyes burst open. Go back and watch the repeat, Theo, and you'll get the joke, man. Oh, got to see Theo do some stand-up over at Dive Bar in Las Vegas. Good show.
Nice.
He's working on some new material. Hey, you guys are in for a treat. Oh, man. Who this all the award show is just for them. It's not for anybody else.
She fucks her brother, right?
No.
No, but they have a really creepy relationship. It's
I'm telling
really,
you, like, if
they're
one of them got
way
stuck in
too
the
close.
stairs- if one of them got stuck in the stairs, guys, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like they have that, like, man.
Yeah, no, it was the brother.
That,
the brother got stuck
that
in the stairs.
homeschool. If you ever knew some weird homeschooled kids that are way too close with their siblings, it's like, oh God. They have that creepy homeschool vibe, which again explains why they're in such a bubble. They can't even understand. They lack the comprehension skills to just fucking understand anyone else's point of view.
We just write our own plays and have dance parties. You're like, yeah, that's fucking gay.
Yeah, she said the thing exactly.
What did you do in high school? I smoked weed in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. I fucked chicks that weren't my sister.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, it's the guy stuck in the stairs though. He's like, Billy, what are you doing back there?
We're going to have our homeschool prom. We're each other's dates. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Kids are weird.
I remember when he first kissed me, we were dissecting a fetal pig. And
there's some flowers in the attic shit.
Yeah.
Blue-eyed Scorpio, by suggesting everyone is welcome with open borders because it's stolen land, then you're saying it doesn't belong to the original owners since it belongs to the whole world. Yes, it's just some backwards communist manipulation tactic.
By the way, she has a restraining order on a guy to keep him from coming onto her property.
Did someone mention incest?
Oh, damn, Alabama from the back.
Incest call trade.
My Grammy's stuck in the dryer step, bro. Is it doxing to post an address of celebrity's house and say it's a homeless shelter asking for a friend? It's just
oh damn, the Georgia Woodsman. You got Alabama and Georgia showing up to let us know how it's done.
Alabama's in the house.
Yeah.
What I'm proud about the Middle Easterns have taken the Middle Easterns have kind of taken that incest heat stereotype away from the Southerners now. And I'm like to see.
Yeah.
We stopped that shit years ago. Come on.
You can go to Alabama and find somebody not necessarily related to their neighbor, but you can't in fucking Pakistan.
No.
Nope.
Dude, I literally saw one the other day that was like, I've loved her since the day I was born, or since the day she was born. Now she's married. Ladies and gentlemen, my uncle's daughter. And I was like, your cousin. So you mean your cousin? You're trying to say that you married your cousin. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, there's a word
Congratulations.
for that. It's
Knock,
called
knock.
cousin. Incest is mentioned in the chat. Oh fuck. Oh, I got a Kickbot again. Yay. Thank you, Kickbot. Now fuck off. All right, let's finish this bullshit.
Yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel
It's not that hard for you. They wrote it down. They told you now you have to say this and you have to say that. And go out there and be a good little dancing monkey and do the things we tell you to do.
Oh,
Goddamn, woman.
They made her so completely hard. Like, she looks terrible. They put way too much makeup on her, so she looks like she has a fake tan when you know she's whiter than Strider. And then they covered up.
Who are you talking? Are you talking about Billie Eilish?
Yeah.
They always dress her like Angus Young in AC/DC. It's fucking crazy.
Well,
yeah, she looks
and see, the thing is, when she started out, she was still kind of like young, kind of in that kid phase. So she just dressed like that. And then she matured and she wanted to, the
She put 'em
tomboy
out for a
thing.
while.
Most chicks grow out of it, and she did too. She started trying to be like a girl, and her fucking lesbian fan base and
Went nuts.
non-binary fucking all this revolted against her.
Yeah.
Harsh.
Like, no, you got to
You're
still
queer-
dress like
you're
a black guy.
queer-baiting
Ruin
us.
your credit.
I'm surprised she hasn't
Right.
cut her TikTok already with the way that
And-
all went for her. Like,
So she completely reverted back to this fucking juvenile, fucking like you said, Angus Young bullshit. Because
terrible.
you gotta
Makeup
you
is
gotta
worse.
cave to the queer mod. Man,
You do. Her makeup is even worse though, dude. Like the green hair and her looking at least normal skin tone was kind of fine. Like, but now she looks weirder, more Hollywood. The shitty fake tan makeup that they have
Yeah.
on her looks fucking.
Well, and you'll see events where she just shows up just wearing a dress and was like, dude, she's stacked. Like,
yeah, she's not an unattractive girl. She's a pretty
No.
girl. They just don't let her be. The one thing that all of the entertainment industry can't stand, they won't abide by, is just, especially with women having just natural, like normal good looks. They have to destroy that. Look what they did to fucking Emma. Look what they did to Emma Stone, dude. Emma Stone
yeah.
used to be a fucking knockout, and she had the benefit of being a knockout that also looked like somebody you could encounter in the wild in real life. That's what made her take off. And what do they do with her? They fucking make her drop the weight. They cut her hair off. They changed the fucking haircut. She didn't do that shit on her own. They always do that, man. Jewel back in the day was another one. I was never a fan, but she was much more attractive when she was coming up. The minute she hit mainstream, they fucking let's take all that shit away. Fuck with your face.
Did you see what they did to Nelly Furtado?
Emma Stone looks horrible. She looks like a fucking nightmare. If you told me she was making a semi-pornographic fucking Frankenstein movie back when she was first up and coming, I'd be like, sign me up. That movie is repulsive to watch. Like,
dude, Emma
looks
Watson.
like you can smell it.
Looks like a billboard for like dead inside, lonely.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a relationship with myself.
With myself.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened to them Harry Potter chicks, but they all look like they're fucking way over 40.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Emma Watson
They
got
look
like
rough,
radicalized, and she's been spouting like hate. And then I love when J.K. Rowling like slapped her back down the other day.
Yeah,
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde hit the wall hard. Did you see the girl from The Boys?
Dude, I've never thought Olivia Wilde was even attractive. Like, I've never seen the appeal to her. She reminds me of Megan Fox. It's just like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Fox is a weird
not my
one, too, but-
not my thing.
She's got good cheekbones. I got it.
Who is the chick from The Boys? Remember the really kind of cute, innocent looking?
Yeah,
like she was-
Yeah.
And she
And
got,
they
oh my god, the shit
Yeah.
they did to her.
Who's convincing somebody under 30 to fucking inject themselves with cheek filler and shit and carve up their nose?
That sucked out of your cheeks. Like Miley Cyrus got it done. She looks like a gray, like from Roswell. Like
yes.
Okay,
All right,
they
Diesel.
showed a picture of her at the Grammys, and she looks conservatively 50 years old.
Yeah. Diesel is spitting facts. Olivia Wilde did look good in Tron Legacy as
She
that
did.
character, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. But yeah, no, she looked good in that. Kate Beckinsale looks crazy. Kate Beckinsale in the fucking Underworld movies, man. That was like, if you were a
Beckinsale-
goth kid from the 90s, that was like, that is what I envisioned my whole life. Thank you, Underworld.
Kate Beckinsale in fucking Tiptoes just before Underworld.
Oh yeah,
Smoking. That movie
Tiptoes
was
is
so
a
fucking bad.
goddamn masterpiece.
No,
That's the one where they play the midgets, right?
Have you guys seen the whole movie?
Yes.
Have you guys watched the whole movie yet? Though we watched
Yes.
it the other day in Discord.
Oh yeah,
You
with
did
Matthew,
that, man.
with
I thought-
Matthew McConaughey worried. He's like, I hope it's not going to be a midget.
Okay,
dude, it was
I gotta
so bad.
abandon my son because it's a midget.
Dude, it was so bad. It was so fucking bad.
I still want to know
Oh.
who Soul Mama is up on that stage there because she is fucking stacked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's standing there with that leg out on purpose the whole time. Like, I ain't moving. I paid a lot for this dress.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
She's got the hair. Like, I can't tell if she turns
This one
sideways.
actually makes me sad. Kelly Osbourne. Kelly Osbourne Kelly Osbourne looks like there's definitely something wrong. Ozempic could be a part of it, for sure. But I also, you got to understand, like, man, fucking grief can actually have physical effects on somebody. So I'm giving her a little bit of a pass. Also, Kelly Osbourne, out of the two kids from the show, she went fucking far left. That was unfortunate. She's still not the worst left. She says really stupid shit. But there was a brief period of time after she grew up, she fucking quit dressing like a clown. She got really pretty for like a second.
Yes.
She just stayed like that, dude. She was smoking. And then she lost too much weight. And then she started doing all the other shit. It's like, oh, there was that brief window where it's like, good for you. She's fucking, because you grow up watching the Osbournes, you never thought this girl, there's no hope. None. So it was like, happy to see it because I love fucking Ozzy. Now, a success story all the way around is Jack, man. That dude, he's the not fully based, but based enough to get a pass.
Yeah,
you know, just turned into a really good, turned into a good
MMA.
Dude.
You know, he's like a fighter for a little while. I was like, all right, dude, all right, that's cool.
And out of everybody in the family, he's the one that's the most down to earth. He just fucking says, "Yeah, I watched that show. I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking asshole. I gotta change." I don't know why he sounded like Steve Irwin there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Crikey. David D. I saw Tiptoes just the other day. Interesting. I look at that movie like The Room. It's so bad it's enjoyable. So bad it's enjoyable. I think it's fucking hilarious. Even when it's not supposed to be hilarious. That's when it's the most funny. Amanda Bynes. Hey, good.
And she's trying. Her and Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan with the real, a maybe somewhat real redemption arc. She got
as long as she didn't fucking inject baby blood and she did it the old-fashioned way through fucking marriage and Jesus, then fine. Then that's a good redemption arc, dude. Lindsay Lohan is she never made friends with the fucking Paris Hilton, those other twats that just purposely destroyed her. If you know women, like they will target somebody who's more popular than them and
Lindsay Lohan was
purposefully give them a eating disorder, a drug addiction, or hook them up with the worst guy. They did it in high school. That's how fucking.
It's funny. Lindsay did a movie
hierarchy
about that.
of
They know.
Yeah, it was foreshadowing.
Exactly.
So I hope that's a good redemption arc for her.
Because man, is a hot aunt now.
Yeah,
like, you're like okay, like I found Jesus and stuff, but like in high school, like, she'll show you like a cool trick to light a cigarette or something. Be like, how'd you learn that? Yeah, I learned that backstage at a Van Halen concert. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo, if she never had that fall from grace, dude, she would have been the fucking perfect cast for Barbara Gordon. Yeah, she would probably be the biggest actress in the world.
Yeah,
but those other fucking bitches saw that she was more popular than them and purposefully
more popular, hotter than they were. She had big, real tits. None of them had tits. They were all boring as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so
Mean Girls.
I'm glad to see
huge,
that.
dude.
Yeah. Even the first Freaky Friday. That was when it's like, okay, she's old enough to admit she's hot, right?
Yeah.
I'm the same age.
I was like the same age as her, so like I was saying that by the Parent Trap. I was like, hey, oh, there's only one of them. Oh, okay. Well,
or when she was in the Herbie remake and they had to fucking strap her down because they could barely PG-13 the movie. It was so bad.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to hear what this idiot says. Oh, got a little bit of an echo from somebody.
Oh, you know what? That's probably me. Hold on, give me 1 second here. That should be better.
Oh yeah, it's gone. Thank you.
Like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices.
Yes, keep protesting, plebs. Keep putting yourselves in danger. Just keep
burn down your businesses and have nothing and eat bugs.
Yeah.
Just don't light my house on fire. Stay out of the hills, please.
And again, stay out of Martha's
just like
Vineyard.
Gus Fring said the other night. So some of you might have to die, but we'll still be here.
Yeah, I'll still be here on my faggoty scarf.
Really do matter, and the people matter, and I say sorry.
She said fuck ice. Yay. Oh god,
No one is
yay.
illegal.
This is where this bitch lives. And also, let's see, she's not reallocating the funds from her concerts. People have to go to a Billie Eilish concert. The average person has to fucking put that shit on Affirm or Zip or Klarna. You can't
No, dude, a Billie Eilish concert is about as much as your fucking mortgage. Like, you're making real life decisions of like, am I going to go see Billie Eilish, or are my children going to eat this week?
Nosebleed seats, you're spending $600.
Yeah, easy.
You know, it's infuriating. It was like, you see that interview, it was like back in the day where they were talking to like Nirvana, and they were outraged that their concert tickets are for like $40 a ticket.
Oh, dude, I mean, I was funny. My wife and I were talking about this the other day, because the last time we went to a concert, we went to Morgan Wallen, and it was like $700, but we were on the ground at Chase Stadium, like right out by the stage. So it was it was expensive, but that was for the two of us, and we were on the floor, so you could just fucking like you're right there in front of the stage. It looked cool, and there was a ton of people there. But like George Strait, he said, was like $1,400 for nosebleeds, which is probably true. It's George Strait, and it's all of these old musicians. But I was thinking to myself, like, when did this shit change? Like, when did concerts become more than a
priced the normal people out? Because music is just for them.
I said this a while ago, though.
Not for us.
When digital media came through and the recording industries were suing the shit out of like Napster, and they were super freaked out about it's because they knew that like when people could get because the music we don't pay for music anymore. You have a subscription to a service and you pay all you want, and unless you're Taylor Swift, they don't make any money off of that. And they did exactly what I said, because I did a paper on this back when I was in college. It was like who gives a shit about the MP3s? The only people who make money off of CDs and MP3s were the recording industry. Most of their contracts were illegal. They paid artists less than they could and made them sign into it. And most of them made maybe 5 cents, 25 cents an album for a $15 album. The recording industry took all of that. They made their money on concerts. Now they make literally nothing on albums, and the prestige of selling albums doesn't exist. So they just upcharge the shit out of their concerts, because them and the venues make all that money. The recording industry doesn't fucking touch that.
Yep, and that's why you're also seeing more high profile artists are doing allowing their music to be used in TV shows, commercials, movies, more than they didn't use it. Metallica used to be adamantly against ever putting fucking never said they. Hold on, let me finish. They never said that they would put their music in a movie. Then it was such a big deal. They put it in Mission Impossible 2. Oh my god! To be fair, it's a fucking objectively cool song, but now they're in fucking everything. What's that song? Not Hell's Bells. For Whom the Bell Toll was in fucking Old School.
They sold out, and they're richer than they've ever been.
Yeah, because again, it goes into what you were saying. They're not making money from record sales because no one is anymore, and that's why the ticket prices have gone insane.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I don't necessarily care about it. They never made the money that much in the first place, but it's like still like going to a concert. Like who fucking like it just people just don't like. Why? Like that's the thing though. They still sell out the fucking. They'll still sell out venues and shit. It's like what the it goes back to stupidity, I guess.
To Diesel's point, because I was a 90s kid. I used to, from the time I was 15 and saw my first concert, which was The Offspring. Shut the fuck up. they're all right, I guess. No, they're not. But fucking after that, I was hooked, and I was going to shows If they were big name shows, sure, I'd be spending a little more money. I think the most I'd spent was like $87 for a ticket for floor seats. And I think that was Metallica, but I'd go to concerts for $20-30 every other weekend, and that was back. Vegas was popping back then, so there was always a show at there was the Hundred Feet
festivals, dude. You would pay like $50 and you'd go to a festival with like fucking 10 people playing the whole fucking day thing. Like they don't even have festival. I mean, short of like I think iHeartRadio one and Country Thunder. I can't think of a lot of the festivals anymore.
I think Memphis May is still a thing. Rocklahoma is fucking lit. If you're in that area, that's for all the fucking hair metal. Like, but
yeah,
kick ass. But one summer we had a thing in Vegas back in the day, hosted by the radio station called OBC, or Our Big Concert, and it would always be fucking Static X, System of a Down, fucking Disturbed. The Misfits were there one year. Run DMC was there. Fucking under $30. You're spending more on fucking concessions than you were at the fucking.
Well, that's what sold, dude. That's what the venues did, man. They sold concessions and they sold like.
But this is a pre 9/11 world and everything else. You could still smuggle your own shit in and make a day of it.
Yeah, we had U-Fest here, and that was always a big one. Like the rock station here put that on. That was always huge, but it was never fucking more than like $60.
Right. Blue-Eyed Scorpio. I can't imagine what kind of stuff Kurt Cobain would be saying in modern day. But way back, he was ripping on Madonna for ticket prices. Yes, he was. I have a strong theory that unlike Dave Grohl, I think Kurt would have gravitated more toward the bass. I mean, fucking his comment on he prophesized the rise of the Trump presidency, and not in a negative light. All right, so I haven't watched this, but I kind of know the gist of it. This is Jelly Roll. Again, I'm not familiar with him, but I do remember a day, and it wasn't that long ago, where every award show, the first thing the majority of the artists would do, or whatever team won the sporting event, Super Bowl, any kind of game, they're like, I want to praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. All of them did it all the time, and nobody batted a fucking eyelash. It was never a thing. Now they like recoil every time they fucking hear it.
Burns them.
Let me try to get this out. First of all, Jesus, I hear you and I'm listening, Lord. I am listening, Lord. Second of all, I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail. I'd have killed myself if it wasn't for you and Jesus. I thank.
Okay, this woman looks like she's married to a man who sounds like that.
Yeah.
If you have that thick of an accent, that's your wife.
Oh yeah, the blonde hair.
I love you too, honey.
I love you too, honey.
Yeah, she's
Nice
a Trailer Park Rose.
Yeah. I might have to check this guy's music. They're both tatted out too, so they're like a weird kind of fucking mashup of culture.
A lot of hillbillies are these
I thank you for my label, Burke and Bow. Country Radio, baby. What's up, dog? Oh, Republic, John Manili, we did it, baby. There was a time in my life, y'all, that I was broken. That's why I wrote this album. I didn't think I had a chance, y'all. There was days that I thought the darkest things. I was a horrible human. There was a moment in my life that all I had was a Bible this big and a radio the same size and a 6x8 foot cell. And I believed that those two things could change my life. I believed that music had the power to change my life and God had the power to change my life. And I want to tell y'all right now, Jesus is for everybody. Jesus is not owned by one political party. Jesus is not owned by no music label. Jesus is Jesus, and anybody can have a relationship with him. I love you, Lord.
They only wanted to shoot the people from country music.
I love when the celebrities know the cameras on them. Like Reba McEntire was like about to like shit her pants. Like
yeah.
Cameras on me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Reba McEntire doesn't give a fuck about Jelly Roll.
No.
So performative.
I don't know who he is, but I'm a clap.
I heard the name Jesus once or twice.
Yeah, I probably right. JD and Roll. especially the group of three before you. I think we're all later millennials, not quite Gen X. So born in anywhere from that.
Yeah, I am a
from 80 to
I'm a
92
Reagan millennial.
Yeah. Yeah.
There really
Oh,
does
man.
need to be a distinction because, like, when all that pronoun shit started coming out, I'd be like, guys, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, what the hell? How do we even use that correctly? Those of us old millennials, we're the progenitors of maybe one of the more based generations to come forward. Hopefully, in Gen Alpha, at least the children, the other teenagers, my oldest child hangs around with. Remember when I was taking them to the movie on Friday? They sat in the back of my truck. All they did was call people on the side of the street retarded that had dyed hair and septum piercings. They started making fun of different white racial slurs. And discussing what and who was retarded for about 20 minutes while we drove to the theater. I was like, I have hope.
The world is healing. The kids are going to be all right after all.
Kids might be all right.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, did you guys ever have this phenomenon? Like, did you ever surprise your dad with a slur? and like he'd be like talking to his buddies, like, "Hey, Sam, come down here. What was that one you said the other day?"
Speaking of slurs, talk about another signal lit.
What up, MSK?
What's up, MSK?
Oh shit. Oh man, I can't tell. It's not mine to tell, but just saying that it reminded me of fucking the comedy show. What's it last night? Like, holy shit. If you we'll have to wait for him to finish workshop, and then we'll cut out some clips. Oh man. But it was more with me, it was more my grandpa. And I would say yes, but then again, nothing could shock that man. He World War II vet, you do the math. He's heard and said all of them.
Oh yeah, my grandpa came back from Korea. He if he invented new ones, like I'd never even heard before. He was an Ohio farmer, and then he came. He was also a coal miner for a while in southern Ohio, and then he served in Korea. And when I was a kid, like all of them, like shit. I don't even know if it exists. Some of the slurs.
Oh yeah, no, my grandpa was also in Korea, it was pretty much that. And he was the Detroit police officer for years and years and years.
Oh shit.
So
it was funny though. The way
my grandpa was like Cotton Hill. He was fighting the Japanese. But no, he said and used them all. Probably invented a couple, like you said, but he didn't harbor actual prejudice.
No,
that was the difference.
Like the dude my grandpa would bring over from work and shoot was like the blackest guy I'd ever seen as a kid. They'd sit outside and talk shit. They'd sit outside and fucking smoke 2 packs of cigarettes and talk shit while working.
Actually, here you go. This is
That's why millennials grew up all right, because like we heard that shit and we saw the differences between it, and you saw kind of like where it didn't come together.
Yeah, what am I looking at here, Sammy?
Yeah, I'm getting a weird echo. But no, that's my grandpa. He owned the bar at the time, and he brought the police horse into the bar.
Oh fuck yeah!
Drink, hopefully. Horses love beer.
Oh shit, that's fucking awesome.
That's wild.
I think we're talking. That's probably going to be the new album cover.
It should be.
Well, the bar has grown to be a pretty popular musical bar, and like every time I would play there, like my grandma would be like, your grandpa used to own that bar, and it was like, get the fuck out of here. And it was like, it used to be a bank. He's the one that converted it from a bank into a bar, and
that makes it even better.
Yeah,
fuck your bank.
It was like, well, the kitchen is where the vault was, and
Same.
Yeah. See, I was born in '87, so like I was kind of like the last. I'll even give it to '88, as long as you have an 8 in that, you know, once you start getting to the mid 90s, I don't know, just
Yeah.
something
I would
happened.
say
Yeah,
if you saw
that's
the-
when the retarded infection just
Yeah.
right.
I would say if
Yeah.
you saw Wayne's World in the theater as a kid and got some of the jokes, you're probably closer to a Zennial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Oh,
just
man.
saw it at home, but you know.
So we were gonna end on fun and stuff we can enjoy, but I got to share this before we take off. If you're ready to be angry again, and
That's fine.
here we go. Look at this fucking bullshit.
Oh my fucking God.
What the hell is even this?
They're reenacting the World War II flag picture, but with
Hiroshima or Iwo Jima
in Minnesota with the fucking Somali Minnesota flag.
You got the Somali.
I had no idea that Minnesota, like people who just live in Minnesota, like sucked this hard. Like I
Me
was like,
neither.
I was like, people are.
I would say
look around.
Minneapolis. Outside
Obviously,
of
yeah.
Minnesota.
You know, just like I just kind of figured you know, you just talked a little funny, you know, like that's about, you know, everybody talked like they were on Bobby's World.
Aren't we supposed to believe that these motherfuckers are descendants of Vikings? Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
No.
Oh,
No, but
Not,
you know,
not all of the Minneapolis
Travis
has
was
been
Somali
overrun, dude.
2,000 years ago. I will give it to the Somali community. You know what? From all the scrutiny they've been under, they have been trolling the shit out of people, and for you know having an IQ of 68, being able to do that, you know, I'm proud of you.
I just find it entertaining that they were doing that on top of a large bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you know you got guys like Tim Waltz, and like you know, and then you're like, wow, this is the collection of people who voted for Tim Waltz, and it was like, and then you see these interviews, and you're like, oh, it's all starting to make sense. And it was like, you know, it was like you didn't even get this big of a backlash in California. I can't believe that there's a state this retarded in the Midwest. You know, and I live in Michigan, which you know is a swing state, so you know, like sometimes you're retarded, and you know, sometimes you know, like I said, in the 2024 election, I was like, dude, Michigan's going red, and everyone's like, no, and I was like, dude, you got guys walking around downtown Detroit wearing MAGA hats, like it was like that shit wouldn't have flown in 2020. There was like, you got black guys wearing MAGA hats. I was like, people are done with this shit.
Yo, there's this fucking raised up truck in my neighborhood. I saw it all over the place right around the 2020 election. Has big fucking two big ass Trump flags, an American flag, the red the blue line bumper sticker, you know, for cops and all that shit. And I just figured the guy would look like who you would expect, like a fucking big old, you know, grizzled white dude. Dude gets out and it's like he looks like Society Reviews but with hair.
Yeah,
just a big fucking black dude. It's like, yo, it's like, yep, nobody's you're not gonna see a swarm of white Karens going around him blowing their whistles.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Nuh-uh.
When Mighty Joe Young steps out of the fucking
he gets no shit anywhere he goes. Fucking great.
Nope.
I thought this was funny.
We need people like that.
No one is illegal on stolen land, so you're giving back. So you're giving our stolen land back? No, it means anyone can come here. We don't want more people on our stolen lands. Shut the fuck up, racist.
Yeah, the stolen land thing is ridiculous. I always love getting those people.
It's just
like
a catchphrase.
Yeah, it was like, well, you know, maybe if the Native Americans had better immigration law, they wouldn't have had this problem.
Yeah, stronger borders, perhaps.
Yeah, you know, if they weren't busy scalping each other to actually sit
Right.
down and talking about like the white folks moving on in.
Yeah, I'm so glad it took so long, but I'm so glad the myth of the where all of the
noble
white,
savage.
yeah, they all thought that they were just hippies from the 60s.
Yeah,
What the
no.
fuck they were.
No, dude.
No.
some of them were. Some of them were cool. They were like, "Hey, man."
Yeah, but they got killed. They were our friends, and the other ones killed them.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta go fucking kill these motherfuckers.
Well, and then you have
That's
these
how that works.
idiots, like Mexico, California used to be Mexico, and it was like, yeah, and then like we bought it like fair and square, and it was like, you white people just kind of like took over, and like that was Mexico. It's like, dude, you're speaking in Spanish, okay? Don't talk about that like you didn't get conquered. Like, you were conquered way before the Americans got there. It was like, pick up a fucking history book just once, just crack it open. Just like, it was like, no, white people didn't invent slavery. Okay, and if they did, then black people, you got to pick. Were you the true Israelites or were you fucking Egyptians? Because because that doesn't look very good. Like, stop trying to hijack other people's history. Stop. History is not like malleable. It is what it is. It was like, when Muslims were like, Jesus didn't get crucified. I was like, dude, it's like one of the most documented things in history. Yeah. Like, there's Roman records, there's Nazarene records,
Well, Jesus was a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah,
exactly.
It's like, I'm gonna be this dumb religion that's gonna come out
How
600 years after I died, because they're thinking, they go, well, Jesus never said he was Christian. And it was like, no shit. The people who followed Jesus said that they were Christian.
Jesus, that's where it came from. Jesus couldn't be a Christian. Jesus is the person they deified.
I am that.
I was like,
God.
when you have a religion started after you're gonna be like, well, I'm that. Well, you can't be that, because it wouldn't be till after you've left.
The only thing Jesus was,
I founded the church of Sammy, therefore I am a Sammonite. Like, that's not how that works, Tammy.
Okay,
that's not how that works at all.
That's my rebuttal to that too. Hey, Buddha wasn't Buddhist, you idiot. Like, what? And they're always like, no, that's why you gotta go to Islam. It's the only like true religion. It was like, no, your religion was founded by a guy who said, like, I'm a Muslim. Like, everyone else was like, I'm this. And the people were like, we will follow that, so we will name it this. And he was like, no, I'm the thing. Everything else is bullshit. I saw these rocks in a cave, but only I can read them. And if you don't want to read them, I'm going to rape you and murder you. I guess it worked out really well for him.
It's like, it's just yet another.
Funny how that works. It all works perfectly in my benefit. You see how that works?
I also love, like, I've been doing some research on it because, like, as you know, I've been going off on Muslims online for quite some time. I actually wake up in the morning
with friends, Tammy.
I wake up in the morning with hate in my heart, and I have to get it all out on Muslims before I go to work, where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have to sit it.
I get up, I take a piss, I make my coffee, and then I'm just like, fucking Muslims.
Yeah. Well, also, so they've invaded my time.
A minute, I'll be right back.
So I'll be like I'll be taking a morning shit, and then I'll just be like scrolling through, like, hey, who won the game last night, whatever. And then he's like, Christianity is not a true religion. You must follow Islam. It's like, you know what, Muhammad, you son of a bitch. It was like, I'm not and then my wife will be like, are you like going off on Muslims on Twitter again? Or be like, they fucking started it. They do first blood.
Exactly.
I didn't wake up and go, oh, I hope a Muslim says some fucking stupid shit about my religion this morning. They just do. And then they claim that they're getting picked on. And it was just like, these fucking bitches.
They'll post the videos about how, Jesus was actually Muslim, and hey, when the end times come, he's totally going to come out and tell everybody, like, oh, hey, actually, guys, the Quran is the right book.
Or another one that drives me nuts. It was like, they'll have these videos. They're always like AI generated things where it was like, Islam, it's the most growing religion in the world. It's like, no, it's not. As a matter of fact, the converts are low. It's just you're moving to different places
and killing everybody.
Yeah, or just and then you bitch persecution until you're the main populace, and then you take over.
You kill everybody.
Then it's a shithole, and then you got to move elsewhere.
Right. I love the propaganda videos the Iranian government's putting out right now. It's literally GTA 5 mods.
It is, and they just
we will take out the stealth bombers.
They just posted this morning.
Where's Trevor when you need him? Shit.
The actual Iranian government or just like someone who's really pro, and like it was like, hey, US, like your president's a pedophile, and I was like, so is your prophet. Okay,
yeah.
Like it was like, stop throwing stones in your big old glass house because like you guys are gonna get dunked on every single time.
Glass house full of 9-year-old brides.
Yeah, it was like, it's like designed by a pedophile, right? There was like, and if you blow yourself up for me, I will give you 72 virgins, and you might sleep with them, but every time you enter them, it will be like the first time. And it was like, that is so creepy. I can't deal with it. And then they'll go like, oh, this guy was born in America and he decided to convert. And I was like, dude, if Sneeko is your fucking front runner,
right?
Spokesman for the real, it was like Sneeko is one of the biggest
fucking Myron Gaines to fuck them.
Yeah, no, I can't stand any of them. They're all so pompous about it, where it was just like, no, man, it's the true way. It was like, if it's the true way, then shut the fuck up and people will find it. But it was like, I don't recall seeing any other religion going like, they're putting up a Christmas tree. That's haram. That hurts me. And it was like, no, it doesn't.
So now I need to drive a truck into a parade.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, I'd be more than happy to hurt.
And what other religions have people on the mainstream saying shit like Islam will enter every home in the West by 2030 by force?
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I was like, you haven't met my prophet Smith and Wesson because you ain't coming to my house. Not even to visit, okay?
Oh my God. And we're gonna wrap it up here. We've been going 2.5 hours. I gotta get some I got some works to do in the old job search. So it's been great hanging out. And guys, thanks for popping in. If you ain't doing anything,
to help out this one.
Anytime you want. I'm gonna be doing this daily show until I can't do it anymore, pretty much.
Well, you got me all this week.
Awesome. I'll send you guys the link. Don't feel obligated. If you want to, you're invited. I'll send the link, but if you got other stuff to do, I totally understand. This was a great first episode. I was going to try to do the whole like structured thing. Like, okay, we're going to talk about topics and these. I like when it just turns into this. This is better. Just fucking chaotic. So hold on. You make me yell out the N-word and censor. All right. We'll start down the Prof. You got anything coming up you want to plug?
No, nothing really. I'm still kind of working on all of my real life shit, getting it lined up. I start at least a temporary gig next Monday, so I'll be going on an 86-mile-a-day commute just to put something on the resume that isn't the last place I was at. So I'll be dealing with that. But I did want to bring a quote also from my good book, the Good Book of Samuel Colt, where he said God created men and then Colonel Colt made them equal. Please come to my home at any point in time you can. Another quote from the same book: the good people of the world are far from being satisfied with each other, and my arms are the best peacemakers. So may peace be with you, my brothers and
peace be upon you. And if not, we'll be polite because it's an armed society.
Exactly.
All right, Sammy, what you got coming up, man?
Maybe I might be back here tomorrow, but tonight I will be on Furious Dave's channel, we're playing that Smash 'em Up Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Those are good.
Yeah, and then
love those.
next week we'll be on Power Rangers Readers Rewind. So I am looking forward to playing those. And then yes, there will be Cavecast this weekend, and there shall be news. I had to get some other shit done when I found out that I wasn't going to be working for 10 days. So
Excellent. Man. I love seeing the old school side scrollers getting a revamp.
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
That's so good.
I still
all right. I'm Iron Oxide. You're on my channel, and Scream Queen just threw this up there. If y'all like the show, please share and subscribe. We're getting so close to that 1,000, and then we can start doing. We can start doing channel memberships, doing all the fun stuff that goes along with that. I am looking for an actual gig, like a real job, but in the meantime, I'm throwing everything I can into this. So if anybody wants to help make this a full-time thing, you're more than welcome to. But the most important thing to do is like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6:30 p.m. PST for this new show, Morning Iron. Then we got Ironcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. PST. And, of course, the weekly Rogues Gallery on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. PST, where we talk about pop culture and everything else that goes along with that. But on that note, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Enjoy the outro. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Jerome, can you tell that piece of shit asshole to fucking get the hell out of here before I fucking kick him in the face?
Come on. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before. Get some cups. Why did you do this? Hop in the car. Get some cups. For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off there. Ta-ta and farewell.
I love you.
Fuck off.